Hello, everybody. It is imperative, as always, if you are listening to this, to like and subscribe to the podcast. Whether you are on a third platform like Spotify or iTunes, or you're watching on YouTube, it's imperative that you do that. It helps us so much. On that note, we announced this later in the episode, but we have actually hit 100 subscribers on the channel. And it's because of you guys pushing that button, sharing it, telling everybody what's going on, word to mouth. It's a start. It's a start to a really special thing we're doing here. So I appreciate everyone for all your support, all the love. It's great. Our guest today is Lilbabyfaceswalla. Lilbabyfaceswalla. Jesus. I can't believe I mispronounced that. I've had a long fucking day. We just moved into this duplex. Not officially, but we are slowly getting things unpacked. That's why we're taking this little break here in the podcast. So I'm a little long-winded today is my point. And this episode's already long enough. But we talked about a lot. We talked about just kind of current events, music, politics, just whatever's going on. And it was a very good way to end the time the podcast has had this place with a good friend. So without further ado, here's the episode, everybody. Hello, everybody. You're watching / listening to the McAllister Hours. I'm your host, as always, Cole McAllister. Super duper fucking special episode today.
Very special.
For a couple reasons. The main reason being we have Lilbabyfaceswalla, aka Hunter.
How are we doing today?
I am good, man.
It's a pretty nice night, dude. Today was like one of the best days outside that it's been in a while,
For
man.
real, like
I was outside like almost all day today till I got here. So
yeah, we got the keys to the new place
nice.
Today. And
Excellent.
So we were kind of running around doing stuff with all that. So yeah, it was a nice change of pace to have a busy day that wasn't fucking miserable, snowy, cold, all that bullshit.
Oh, dude, it's been sub-zero like that here, as you know, for weeks now, and we haven't been able to do anything comfortable outside and just been inside. I think most people would agree they've been inside for the most part. So
yeah, it's really been awful, like with the pandemic and everything. When you add that amount of isolation, just the combination of the two, not being able to go to bars like you used to be able to, and having the do we have the cutter
somewhere around here? But yeah, man, just like the inactivity. You know,
yes.
The overall just inactivity just kills people, dude. I know it's killing me. I'm trying to keep my mind sane for the most part, dude, as much as I can. But
yeah,
I mean, my work and everything like that is like at a halt. You know what I mean? And it didn't come back very soon last year for me, so we'll see how it is this year. But I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? So it doesn't look like anything's gonna change anytime soon, unfortunately. So that could be somebody else's opinion, but I mean, it could be different than mine.
So you think we're going to be stuck in this kind of like mask mandate, COVID scare kind of ordeal for a while?
I mean, I've always thought from the start that it's not going to be like a 1-year ordeal. You know what I mean? Everybody was like, oh, like we're in the pandemic, you know what I mean? We're going to figure it out and it'll be okay like really soon. Like, no. I mean, I'll the vaccine and everything like that coming out, and it's progress, but like I still think there's progress to be made. You know what I'm saying? So and here we are in 2021 still going. So it's not going to be a 1-year ordeal, more or less. But anyway,
yeah, man.
Fuck the pandemic.
Fuck the pandemic,
man. Is what it is, but we're still living doing what we want. I haven't lit one of these, bro, in like 4 years. So you got me over here like
this one's a bitch,
trying to use a lighter. Look at me, I'm a fool. What do you call these again?
Matches?
No, not these. Come on. You do me like that, man. I'm talking about the cigar. What did you call this?
Like the brand?
Yes.
It's just the Italia.
Italia.
Fado Italia of Miami. Or no, Mano. Fado Italia a Mano. So it's a fat single Italian cigar, I think is what that means.
Kind of like that.
See, what I really need to get is like, what's the fucking old fashioned lighter? The flicker one. Fuck.
I know what you're talking about.
Molly, do you know what those are called? I don't know what you're talking about. God damn it! Like the old fashioned lighters, they have like the certain. They're like big in like the Noir films. Like they flick open. Noir. Yeah, however the fuck you say that shit.
Okay. Yes.
My point being, those lighters are really good for cigars. For audio, I apologize. We're trying. God, these are.
Hey, it sounds better. You know what I mean? Like, it's not too bad. At least we found the headphone splitter. That's what we were really looking for. Before we got on the camera here, I asked my man here if we could use the headphone splitter, and we were about to just go ahead and say F it. And last minute, we managed to get it. So,
yes.
Shit, man. Hey, one thing I do want to mention here tonight: the progress of the channel.
Yes.
First thing, I do want to mention that was number 23. Because I'm balling like I am Jordan. Like I didn't say, you know what I'm saying? That was unintentional, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? No, but, man, all the people that you've had on here, like, every episode I see, I'm just like, wow, it's somebody I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're always, thank you. You're always bringing somebody new on, which is cool. And it's like, for the most part, you know, it's somebody, you know what I mean? Everybody's got a good content. You're doing good content, bro. And I think that yourself, you're making good progress, man, and I just wanted to say that to you, definitely.
Thank you.
On the pod, definitely for the
Cheers.
special episode here. Yes, sir.
Well, I appreciate that,
Cheers.
man. It is really remarkable how far we've come. On that note, I want to mention, I was trying to say this in the beginning, and then I got distracted with the cigars and whiskey.
It's okay. We had to take a second to get them lit up.
So we have...
It's not regular.
We have, in between the last episode and this episode, hit 100 subscribers, which is a big step. YouTube is supposed to give me a custom URL, but it seems to be a bug that they have not fixed. So we'll see when that happens. Secondly, a year ago from, well, technically tomorrow, but basically a year ago from this episode, we aired the first McAllister Hours episode.
Okay.
So it's significant for that reason as well. And the third reason. Oh, this is the last episode in the studio. Everything you guys see, the James Dean poster, it's all going to be different in about a month.
New scene right before your eyes, very soon coming. I'm very excited for that, man. I really am. I'm very happy that it's going to be a new chapter to your life, indeed. Going up. So
yeah, man. You know, like I was saying before, it's all been through like word of mouth connections that we've been doing all this, and like I've gotten the chance to, you know, both in the past and coming up in the future, opportunities to interview people that I've been legitimate fans of for years.
Oh yeah.
In the Iowa community. So it's weird because it's like a weird combination of like you imagine like that celebrity shock. You know, like meeting a celebrity. It's kind of like that in a mild sense, but you're also, you know, seeing them humbly as a person, like they're your equal. Like I'd say 4 out of 5 times when people come on here, they usually view the situation like that. Mm-hmm. Most people that come through are very humble.
Definitely. Well, it's a good way to be. You know what I mean? So good folk coming on here, and you know what I mean. So I think that our state has good things to offer like that. You know what I mean? We're definitely different than everywhere else. So.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But people are probably looking at this like, well, yeah, because we're from where we are, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, staying on the grind, you know, like I was saying with the progression thing, like it doesn't matter how many people are looking, you know what I mean? It matters what you're doing in the moment, you know what I mean? So you can, you know what I mean? It's all it's all just day by day. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm trying to say, man. Like, you take it day by day, and you don't care who's looking. You keep your nose to the ground, and that's what it is. So
well,
can really do anything
everybody
else.
kind of hates Iowa
It's
right
documented,
now.
You know what I mean? So
everybody kind of hates Iowa right now for like all the COVID. How we have like the I was just
like that's your and I's fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the
right.
Fucking lady in charge, man. Fuck.
like I continued to just like sit at home and just chill and like. I rarely go out to bars and restaurants, even though that has some of the lowest percentage of COVID transmission.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I agree. That, as you know me, that's me anyway, man. So like when they said, "Oh, you can't go to the bar, this and this and this," I'm like, okay, here I go, keep making my music like I do. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I try to. I guess you know, I won't lie. Like I was kind of freaked out about it all at first, you know, and like, what is this? You know, so like I was like kind of like. I don't know if I want to hang out with too many people, you know what I mean, like that at first. But I definitely, I'll keep it real. I blew over that, you know what I mean. I got a life to live, you know what I'm saying, just like anybody else, man. So, I mean, you know, it's all about being healthy, you know, and you know, if you're sick, go to the doctor, you know, and take care of yourself, you know what I mean. Be cautious, you know, and don't be ignorant about it, you know what I'm saying, like in the sense of like what you believe, you know what I mean. So I'm just living, you know what I mean. Trying to take it day by day. I don't think that this is like the Black Plague. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Close, man.
So
close.
I don't think a third of us have died off. But by then, you know, or a little bit before that, I might be a little bit more concerned. But I mean, other than that, it is what it is. But man,
well, yeah, I mean, because I think you can still acknowledge that there are potential dangers of COVID. Like the thing that terrifies me is the loss of taste or smell. Like there are people who get COVID and they're fine, but they lose that, like permanently. That freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I've had that with like the regular cold. You know what I mean? Just bronchitis, you know, sinus deal. So I know what that's like. You know what I mean? I don't. It's hard to fathom that would be like a forever thing, but I definitely have been there before. You know.
Are you gonna get the vaccine?
No. No.
I'm not either.
No. I just think that I don't know. People have their own opinion on it, you know what I'm saying? But mine is oh shit. Not that much on the table, little drip drops. I don't know. My opinion, I guess, is man, everything else that we've came up with, we've just spent more time with. You know what I mean? I think that this whole thing has been a freak thing. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, I think it's been overall just blown out of proportion to keep it in a sack. You know
agree.
what I mean? So, nutshell.
So, do you think that that's been blown out of proportion for like mere hysteria? Do you think it's because of, you know, political gain? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Political gain. I'd say that it's people that are you know, it's very easy to influence people, man. And you got to realize that in today's time that we are more influenced, all of us, you know what I'm saying, than ever before. And especially like with how we are fed everything, you know, a lot of people know what it is, man. How we are fed everything from the TV and the media is just very influential, and it changes us, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that they can easily feed us what they want and get us to do what they do, you know what I mean? So with the whole, you know, wear a mask thing and all this shit, you know, like it's hard to distinguish if it's legitimate because we're talking like a health crisis, you know what I mean? Like we're like a international health crisis, you know. You're not gonna, if you're a logical person, you're not gonna really downplay that, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna want to know more about it, and that's what I think. You know, when you ask me about the vaccine, am I gonna take it? I don't think that we know enough. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I don't think that you can legitimize to me that with this amount of time this year that we've, you know, got to discover this new form of COVID, because it's if I'm correct, the 7th, which is a new novel coronavirus. There's 6 of them. If I'm correct, 6. Maybe it's the 8th, but I think it's the 7th. It's new to us. So you can't just tell me you have a vaccine for this new shit when it's so new. You know what I mean? Other shit that we come in contact with, we take a long time to understand. So
a lot of people have been turning a blind eye to the possibility that there could be some, you know, serious long-term effects for some people. I'm not saying that everyone who takes the vaccine. I think it's comparable to COVID. Like the chances might be, I think they're definitely higher than COVID, to be honest, to get negative effects from the vax. But it's still in the ballpark of, slight possibility. But I think, when you mix it with like the mass hysteria, in the media and just people in general about, with this wanting to end, I worry that there's a force that's just going to like, throw a lot of people into that. And there might be, we might be reading stories 10, 20 years down the road of people having these issues from taking this vaccine.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It's something to really jump the ball on, man. Like, I get that it's affecting the people that it does. You know what I mean? I can't ever downplay that. But, yeah, it's just something to really jump the ball on because if we could pay a price to humanity for that, and I'm just saying, like I'll say this too. I know people that have had the vaccine. My grandparents have the vaccine. They're old, like old. So
how old are they?
My grandpa's 79.
No, damn. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's like my grandma's 71. So if I'm correct, 71. So it's like, and they're okay. What. It's just hard to say, man, what it's going to do. We don't know. You know what I mean? I've heard of people having the side effects, like, right away after, like, the couple days after, kind of like the flu. I swear I got that from the flu shot, what people are saying, like, they get it, and then, like, the day after they feel like, I kind of felt sore, you know what I mean, or sick like that. Like, have you heard any of that? I've heard that.
Yeah, Molly took, did you get sick?
The first round.
Yeah, and then your sister got, like, a lesion on her face or something, didn't she?
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's freaky.
Whoa.
I
mean,
what was
when you take other medicine? Sorry to interrupt you, but I'll just say this real quick. When you take other medicine, you have side effects. So like, you can't downplay. You know what I mean?
And that's true.
Happen,
and that's true. I mean, I guess that goes into like a a broader sense of things. Maybe it's like I'm personally someone I don't really like to take headache meds even if I don't need to.
Right.
Like I try to stay away from any kind of. So that's probably why I don't get the flu shot.
I don't get the flu shot.
There's a certain percentage of the population who needs to take it, and I guarantee that with all the everything, the promotion by regular society on that is propelling that plenty. I don't need to necessarily contribute to that.
Well, and with how this affected like old people, I mean, how they say the elderly is like very at risk for this, like that. You know what I'm saying? And then how young people can get it and get past it. Okay, so I'm not gonna doubt that I don't have the antibodies or whatever, or like I've had it probably by now. You know what I mean? I've been tested a couple times. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't know for sure. You know what I mean? By now it's been a while. But like, how do I know that like it isn't just the old people that need to get vaccinated and like you said, a certain percent of the population, you know what I'm saying, for it to be okay in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm okay now, you know what I mean? I'm not to like say like, oh, like I'm golden, I don't need to do, this, you know what I mean? But it's just like, man, like I'm all right, like damn, man, it's hard to convince somebody like me, you know what I mean? Like a well, okay young man, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
exactly.
It's hard,
to put that risk. Well, and like young pregnant women too. Like, yeah, man, there's something to be said about everything with, the social media and like the pressures. I was talking to a friend yesterday on Messenger and like, he like could not, like we could not just have a conversation without him going down some kind of like negative thing. Like he would just pull up shit about like, oh yeah, people in Iowa are pieces of shit. Like where did that come from, man? Bro, I'm just asking you how you're doing, man.
That's how it is when I swear, like, not exactly like that, but that's like, I swear my friends from out of state always got something to say too about Iowa. It's like, man, come on. We don't control the governor here. We don't control, like we're just the people here, man. You're friends with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you saying? Yeah.
Well, but I'm thinking you brought up a point earlier about how like people with the antibodies don't necessarily need to get a vaccine.
Exactly.
You know, that like people should be narrowing down.
Like, if I didn't get it now,
need.
and then I guess that I was trying to make this point too, and I didn't manage to, but and that's my own fault. But when I like, say I have it, you know, the antibodies now, like later, you know, like I'm not gonna get sick. You know, it would be my own fault if I didn't get COVID now or the antibody is now, and then later when I was older and it's still around, you know what I'm saying? Then I get sick.
Well, it
die.
probably will be.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Like other shit. You know what I'm saying? Is around. You know, you don't get the shot, you die. You know what I mean? For like other shit, measles or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Just the regular hepatitis and all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, so if I don't do that and I get it later, then that's my own fucking fault. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what is humanity's, you know what I mean, like, you know, risk really if most people get it? I think we'd be all right. But yeah, what are the long-term effects? We don't know.
Yeah, and
that's what it boils down to.
Also, what's humanity's role in all reality? Like, how much of this is really about? 'Cause I feel like there's so much attention on you focusing your energy on others in this, when really people should be focusing on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they have these government mandates for masks or shutting things down or whatever, it shouldn't be up to the government to do that. These businesses should be able to decide, hey, these are the restrictions we want to put in place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you know, people, the population is going to reflect that, how that goes. If there's a business that doesn't want to have any mandates, there's going to be certain people who never fucking go there.
Yep.
Vice versa. You know, it's all going to sort itself out.
Yeah.
That's getting a little more political. I'm sorry, but
No, that's okay. That's okay. No, it's just, it's a big mess. It's the world we live in, man. It is the world that we live in. Shit, man.
you can't escape politics.
Yeah.
Podcast is brought to you by Xanax. Do you have so much anxiety that even the thought of waking up sends you into a panic attack? Do you have daddy issues? Are you nervous on planes? Have your job, partner, or life in general does that just drive you crazy? Well, not a problem. With Xanax, you take a pill, 1, 2, 4, maybe 6, depending on how you're feeling. And you feel great. It doesn't even, life just becomes easier. It ends up not even mattering. Nothing matters anymore. Within weeks, you'll start to realize how little things matter, and how things like your job, your partner will soon become obsolete. Take it from satisfied customer Jordan Peterson, saying that although it nearly killed him, it was one hell of a bloody time. Just tell your doctor you have chest pains brought on by stress. You'll get a 30-day supply with no question. Call your local pharmacy today for Xanax.
Yeah. Well, music, man. Let's talk some music.
Hell yes. So since you've been, I wanted to mention that. Yeah, since you have been last on, you released the Midwest. The Midwest Ranger 4.
Yep, the Midwest Ranger. You're
Whiskey,
good.
man.
No,
I blame Jack Daniels.
No, for real, we're over here feeling really good. We're having a good time, as you can tell. Nope, the Midwest Ranger 4. Yes, that came out October is what it was last year. So
yeah.
That's been riding pretty strong on SoundCloud and all platforms. The other ones I didn't have on all platforms, so very cool to get that up there, and had some good producers that I worked with and stuff on that. So managed to get some good names on there, and we got another project actually coming out soon that I'm very, very, very excited for. Undaunted is what it's called. It's a mixtape I've been working on, and it's going to be about 5 to 6 songs. So
Damn. So just like a quick, I'm kind of working on a project like that myself. Just a quick, like, short EP.
Yep. I figure I've done a lot of projects, man, that are a handful that are too long. You know what I mean? And it's like people don't have that. You know, no offense to anybody else, but the people, including myself, don't have that attention span. You know what I mean? To just tune into, I don't know this person, I'm going to listen that long. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give people the strong 4, 5, 6 songs, and that be it for your project like that, because anything else is too much.
Yeah, if you want to gain attention, you have to play the algorithm.
Yep.
I think there are definitely people who like try to put out these like epic long projects. It's like, when you're competing with the entire world on one page, like you're just not gonna, that's not gonna boost, man.
Nope. And that's where, like, I think people just mass put out music sometimes, and it's like I used to put out a lot of music like that, and it's like that's gonna do something, and it's really not. It's about still making good quality, but good quality music, but you wanna still keep up on your grind and keep people regularly posted with shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to post a single up every month. You know what I mean? At least.
Damn.
I feel like that's enough time. With me like not being that known for people to have a song and play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, run it back. You know what I'm saying? And then get those plays up, share it. If it does good, I'll let something go a little bit sooner. You know what I mean? But like, it gives me good organization. It gives my listeners, you know what I mean, enough time to appreciate that and expect something else. You know what I mean? But also, you know what I mean? It's just, it's not an overload. But then I can also, promo for the big project coming out, and that's what I'm about to do here. I'm waiting on artwork from Pixie Baby, at Pixie Baby on Instagram. She's a very nice girl from Minnesota that I know from some friends, and she does like
cool.
Super fucking like what's the style of artwork? You got to go to her page, man, and look at her shit. She's got all of her artwork on there, but it's very like Alice in Wonderland-y almost, I guess. It's an awesome style, and I'm waiting on the artwork from her for that.
Does my phone pull it up?
Yeah.
Molly, do you mind pulling that up?
Yeah.
What is it again?
Pixie Baby.
Pixie Baby. It's on Instagram.
Yeah. She's got some really cool shit. It's like it's like a very like that's like the best thing I can think of, man, is like
curious. Okay, so
No, that's a wrong.
no.
I got you.
I'm
screaming. with an I in baby.
Ooh. I take that pixie dust, baby.
I'm screaming.
I snort that pixie dust.
Without an E in pixie. Yeah, pull up that second picture on her page. That'll give you that first whatever that she has. She just has that on there right now, but yeah, right there. See that kind of style like that?
That's similar to your
the Couple Scoom song that I just dropped. Yeah, she did that too.
Okay, like a Tim Burton type.
I really like that style a lot, but that's her shit. Yeah, she does a bunch of cool stuff like that. She doesn't have no more on there. She had a bunch of other pictures up on there a while ago, but yeah. So other than that, yeah, I mean,
that's what's so cool about Iowa. People just there's such an emphasis on people collaborating with people that they know. Like we were talking about earlier at the podcast, like that, how these things form in Iowa is just purely through connection like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, we don't have any sort of real ground here yet. You know what I mean? So everybody is, like, doing their own thing at this point. There's a lot of... We're still yet to bind together. You know what I'm saying? As a city. Something's going to happen, you know what I mean, at some point. But, I mean, everybody's obviously for themselves. That's how this world is. But, like, I think that... we are yet to shine. Everybody's on their own tip right now, trying to get their foot in that door like that here for the most part. So there ain't nobody big. Have you ever heard of the dude Chemist?
No.
From here?
No.
He I don't want to say fell off in case he sees this, you know what I mean? Because that's definitely not what I would consider him. And he doesn't, I don't know if he raps anymore or anything like that, but he did this video, like it was called Iowa, or I'm from Iowa, but that's how the hook goes. Like, I'm from Iowa.
Is it the guy?
Iowa,
the guy with the cornfield or something?
I think it was in a cornfield like that for some of it, but it was like just it was a very it was very themed around Iowa here in Des Moines. You know what I mean? And cornfield, yeah, definitely in there, and tractor for sure. You know what I mean? But he was really big. You know what I mean? Like, for the most part, like on a local standpoint, he moved out to Seattle or Washington or something like that, is what somebody told me. And he continued music out there, and I said, what I'm saying, like, I heard through whatever that he kind of just stopped rapping, if I'm correct. So I haven't heard anything new from him like that. So, but he got like hella recognition like that. He had like 100,000 plays on that video, like, and yeah, a bunch of other, like, his music like was actually played. So he had good leverage, and I just don't think that he continued, but. To the man that will get to the top first here, you know what I mean? Honestly, I want big things for this city, dude. And I don't, personally, anybody else can have their own opinion. I don't want to be like famous. I would want to make music for and like make money from like doing what I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's purely like what I want to do. So
if I gained any notoriety, it would be through the podcast.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, well, I mean, stay on your grind too. I enjoy your music too, bro. What you make is awesome. It's like,
thank you.
Everybody's doing their own thing like that. It's everybody's on their own grind. Definitely, when it comes time to shine, those who are doing, what they're doing and what they forte in, will be, I'd say, probably the best bet, for them, or they have the best shot, So, like, if you're a rapper in this time right now, or you're doing something like we are, or doing a podcast or whatever, now is the time to stay on your grind like that. And now is the time to really put it in, for when, you don't want to be behind, when the real wave comes,
That's true.
So I believe this too, rappers have a shelf life, you feel me? So,
Definitely.
The rapper is, comes up and they're on the shelf, you feel me? They're sold like that for so long and then they're discontinued, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're...
It happens at some point.
Unless you get some preservatives with you, You're like P. Diddy or something, you know what I mean? Like, but that's not most people, you feel me? Like, so it's just, if you're going to do this for a while, you need to come in, make your money, essentially, and dip the fuck out. I mean, not everybody will do that, but that's how I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing it with legitimate business too, and with good people around me. So
yeah, I saw you. So are you in the process of an LLC or something like that?
I was there for my studio for a little bit, but that's kind of just on hold a little bit. I want to get a space to do it. You know what I'm saying? I really want to get a space to do it. I can't have people all up in my shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. It's I've been doing it for a while, and I'm still going to continue to do it for the people I do it for, you know what I mean? But, yeah, it's just, I can't do it. It's kind of anxious, you know what I mean? It gives me a sort of anxiety. I just, like I said, I would really appreciate having business separated from my home, I guess is a good way to put it.
Yeah, I
want to be able to not feel like that I do both in the same spot. Not that that's a bad thing, you know what I mean? Not dissing anybody who has, like the house on top, you know what I mean? With, the business down below or up above, and then their homes, vice versa. So
I definitely wondered about that myself. Do you mind if I bitch about the whole thing with Shaky Sean?
I don't care. No, go ahead.
Fucking bullshit. So Shaky Sean, we've had him on the podcast, and the thing is, like, he garners so much attention here in Des Moines. Like, his video, every time I look up my YouTube stats, his video is played once. So he has that popularity. He has that notoriety.
Remind me what all this was.
So it was like probably 5 days ago or something like that. I was at work, and how my alarm system is set up. What?
It was Tuesday night.
Yeah, so 6 days ago, right? 5 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
So how my alarm works is you hit a number and it goes to my phone.
Okay.
So he was like messaging me and he was like, "Yo, where's your apartment?" Not like asking like, "Hey man, you think I can come do something at your place?"
He was just like asking?
Yeah, he was just like, "Where's your place?" And I'm like, "Why?" And then he figured it out, I guess, and he like showed up to the door and he was like ringing in, and I answered. He was like, "Hey man, like I just want to come up and so in the hall there's like this chair thing. He did a photo there the other time,
okay.
And he wanted to go up there and do video with all these guys, like Baby Bars, Triple Sticks, 12. I think I saw them all. I assume that they were all there. But anyways, I answered him on my phone, and I was just really, I didn't want to let him in because I wasn't there. And he even specifically was like, "I'm not trying to come up to your place or anything." And that like gave me a red flag. Like, I'm not saying that he necessarily had those intentions.
They just like came over like without
letting me know, without anything.
You mentioned it to me, but yeah, like I forget, honestly. It's been a very busy past few days. I forget about that, but yeah, it's like that's kind of weird, I guess. But they didn't call you?
No. Nothing. They just showed up.
Huh. I guess
and
I didn't know that. I my bad that I wasn't as attentive to your messages like that. I was probably quickly responding like I always am. But bro, that's kind of I don't know.
Here's all I'm gonna say.
Because they've been here before, but yeah, like Huh.
So that whole crew, and we've talked about this, and I know that you and I might have different opinions about this, but the whole thing that happened with 666 and the other guy beating up that kid and putting it all, I don't know how you trying to talk about it, but the fact that they put up all on their social, I feel like it's fair game,
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was talking shit. That kid was, you know what I'm saying? So like,
but that's not for me personally, I don't care if that kid's talking shit. Like, you shouldn't go up and beat his ass. And honestly, when Baby Bar was over here, that 666 shrimp guy was back, and I did not get good vibes from the guy. He was like standing up really weird, and like
I know them. I've been in the same room as them.
No, I know.
No,
I'm not trying. And
what you said's kind of weird. Like if they just showed up like that, but I mean, like, no, like
I think I don't know if it's the Xanax
bro.
or what, but they just don't. They had no.
I don't
sense
get
of
bad vibes from them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Sean have spoke before like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like, they're young. You feel me? Like, so I guess the whole beating dude up thing. I mean, me, like I said, they was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to justify that to me because just I'm gonna be 24, but like, man, you're talking shit. And especially about, like, my music, because I know he was talking about Bar's music. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's not my situation. You know what I'm saying? Neither of those, but no offense, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yeah, that's kind of weird. That's their own thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've done some shit like that before, too, bro. Some weird shit like that. And it's just like, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of sus if they showed up to your crib like that. But I mean, they didn't do anything. Like I said, I don't get no like really bad vibes from them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're like thugs like outright like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even necessarily
I think that
saying
they don't
that.
take no shit. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody else. You know,
from what
they're
I've
not
seen,
hoes, you know,
from what I've seen on their social, they seem very hot-headed and very quick to jump to. I've seen them in situations where, like whether it's Shaky Sean yelling at people in a gas station or, whatever. Or like, that shit that happened with the kid. Like, that's just that's a potential that I don't want. Like, I kind of low-key just was kind of like, I'm not really going to fuck with this vibe. And then that happened, and that really shook me up. So I guess my point circling around to this is that I feel you. Like, I've been really low-key, like, thinking about who I want by the place to do the podcast.
No,
like,
definitely. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, I don't know too much about that situation. Like I said, I don't get too bad vibes from those guys, but I know what you mean exactly about separating home. You know what I mean? Because it could have been your place of business they came to. You know what I mean? Type shit versus like your house. And I don't think that like I said, I don't think they have no bad intentions like that. You know what I'm saying? So like they was just trying to come to where you're at, kind of deal. But that is kind of.
I just think that's rude. I just think it's rude.
No, yeah,
it's rude,
definitely.
And that's like,
because me, if somebody did that to me, I would be like, what the fuck, dude? You know what I mean? Like, I would probably tell you never talk to me again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I don't know them like that, so I can't say too much.
I don't know. Like I guess they want to be taken seriously, but they do stuff like that, and like they want to be they claim that they're this and that. I don't know, man.
It's all right. Next topic. We'll talk about something else. I feel you. But
the whiskey, man. I wanted to let.
No, that's okay, man. I mean, this is the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We're be honest. You know what I'm saying? So but
uncensored.
No, definitely, bro. I mean, as far as like music wise though, I think that including those cats too, like everybody needs to stay on their grind, man. If this is what you want to do, like I was talking about, like whatever it is, creative, we don't have that very real foundation, like real good foundation like that to us yet. So it's like you need to get on board now, you know what I'm saying, no matter who you are and what you're doing. I'm guilty definitely of needing to do more. I think all of us should be, you know what I'm saying? But we're definitely real people too, you know what I'm saying? So we have to, you know what I'm saying, take our time like that.
Oh shit.
Oh, my bad, that burner. Cigar burn. No, we gotta take our time, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just, Make it happen. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. That's
Definitely doesn't.
A lot of people come in this shit thinking that this shit is gonna happen fast, and it does not happen fast. I've been rapping 7 years now. Feel me? Like just like rapping like that, and then recording now, going on 4, like for real, recording and mixing like that, trying to teach myself, and I'm still not where I want to be. Still not where I want to be. So
It takes a long time.
it does. So, I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it all ends up, man. I wish well for everybody. That's my biggest thing, man. I wish well for everybody. I don't,
Yeah.
especially,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Definitely.
with, I don't know, man, just with how, we're the very big underdog, you know what I mean? So it's not the place, you know what I'm saying, to be, throwing hate and shade like that. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that anyway, you know what I mean? Just sneak dissing or, like, hating like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, very much go for it. No matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, not putting your full forth, whatever it is, into anything, you know what I mean? Just go for it. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Like here in the podcast, I've felt myself getting a little edgier with that. Maybe, I don't know, openly calling people. It's not even like, I don't even think of it as like a diss. I just think of it kind of like stirring the pot a little bit.
Right.
Like just you know, if somebody's gonna do some dumb shit, you know, I feel like as a podcaster, as a commentator on a lot of stuff that goes on here, you know.
Well, you're the talking man.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you do some shit like, people are going to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I blew up on social media over some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some serious, I can't talk about it too much because my boy's still going through it. But if you know who I am, some serious shit about some friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, going on recently, you know what I mean? Like, people accusing him of this and that. And it's like, I put myself out there, you know what I'm saying? Being wild, like telling people to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fucking be saying this about people when this ain't fucking true. You know what I'm saying? Let alone hasn't been proven true. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bunch of shit. I have to, though, for my actions, you know what I mean? Realize that people are going to probably be different to me. You know what I'm saying? Given what the circumstances are, what my buddy's being accused of. By the way, it's all almost about to be a wrap up. So everybody that said that I was a piece of shit or whatever defending that shit, you suck my fucking nuts from the fucking back. Big banana cock. Fucking goofy motherfuckers.
Sucking them from the back.
You know what I'm saying? But for real, you know what I'm saying? Like when you do something, you, no matter what it is what I'm saying, you gotta expect what's coming back. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good, bad, you put yourself out there, you know what I mean? And you're going to expect some heat. You're going to, you know what I'm saying, stay down for a while, and you got to separate for some people, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, you need to expect a response, you know what I mean? Or an outcome, you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
actions matter. So, but yeah, like I said, you're the talking guy, and that's what we're here to do is talk.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and you know,
McAllister hours.
McAllister hours. Yeah.
Check in. Let's go.
No, I appreciate what you're saying, and I definitely think, like, I don't just like spew things without thought. I mean, sometimes I have to do it without thought consequence, but if it's really that bad, I usually address it.
No, definitely. And like I said, yeah, bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring that shit up, man. Like, we can talk about whatever on here, man. You know what I mean? As long as it's, nothing, like, illegal, you know what I mean? Like, outright, like, open case, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, we're good. So
let's talk about our heroin operation.
Yeah, straight up, yeah. Fucking.
Let's give the deed. Let's lay them out right now.
I'm screaming.
Do you... I guess 2 questions. Yeah. Do you A, either see yourself performing at all this summer, or B, do you see there being performances outdoors in Iowa at all?
I see there being performances outdoors, and you're damn right I see myself performing this summer. I'm going for it, man. Yeah. I need to. That's the one thing I need to do is perform more, man.
I've been thinking about it myself. I don't know. I get nervous, though.
It's the best feeling, bro, and that's the thing. Like, I don't get to do it enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm always like performing to myself, you know what I'm saying? In my studio when I'm making my music, you know what I mean? Like I'll take time to play the song back and, you know what I mean, do my thing to it like I'm live, you know? So to go and have that opportunity to do that in front of people, you know, and have more space to run around, you know what I'm saying? Especially if the mic is wireless. I'm always like wondering before I perform if the mic is wireless, you know what I'm saying? So I can have full range. A lot of the times it's not because they're still on the come up, you know what I'm saying? But no, it's, yeah, I hope to perform this summer. Definitely.
Hell yeah. I wonder how that's gonna happen. Like I wonder if.
Well, they're lifting the restrictions here. Did you hear that? Is that still happening?
Well, okay, so it's happened in Iowa, but I think the city, Molly, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't the city mandate still in effect?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here, that's kind of the mayor still wants all the mask mandates, and I mean, I think the bar,
Yeah.
I think so. Like, I think in the outside suburban areas, they've lifted those bar restrictions of masks.
Okay.
But like, yeah, if you're like where we are, like in the district of Des Moines, I think you're pretty much
Masked.
still masked. And,
Yeah, I still wear mine in everywhere just to be sure nobody freaks the hell out. You know what I mean? And I guess, like I said, it's a health thing. So in case if it is a real ordeal, whatever, I could die. You know what I'm saying? Like right away, I wear my mask, man. Shit. If it's getting could get somebody else sick, I'll wear my damn mask. You know what I'm saying? So.
yeah, if you don't want to wear your mask, move to Florida.
Yeah, I guess, man. You can do whatever the fuck you want, bro. People are like, "Oh, I want to move to Florida. It's such a nice place." Like, Florida is
They got alligators down there, man.
It's dangerous, bro. No, I'm telling you, like the wildlife, the alligators. Yeah, those are dangerous. But I'm talking like what's going on. Like I said, you can do whatever the fuck you want in Florida, bro. That people are crazy down there, bro.
Yeah.
People don't give a fuck, bro. In Florida, you know what I'm saying? Like. Where I would go is I would go to Texas. My grandparents are in Texas right now.
That's the move. That's where a lot of people are going right now.
Texas is a good. I mean, granted, with all that, it ain't nothing new to us. But with
The inch of snow they got.
yes, yeah, for real. That destroyed. Well, they went without. They're not built for like.
Yeah,
all
no,
that
I know, but it's still funny.
Yeah,
living in
but
Iowa.
I would go there because it's nice for the most part, and I like how they are as a state. It's similar, in a sense of like. I guess there's some political differences, but it's red. You know what I mean?
So I'm curious on your thoughts of this. The thing that I always did not like about Texas was the Confederate flag. Do you have any opinions on like?
What do you mean the Confederate? What do you mean?
Like they're just there. I mean, it's here too, but it's a very small percentage compared to how many people throw on Confederate flag in Texas.
Like, are we talking like the Confederate flag, like is in the 13, like in a circle, or are we talking like the Confederate flag is in? Okay, so the Southern battle flag.
Yeah, okay.
The Confederate
sure,
flag is what a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, what are my? You asked me what I think of that.
Like, do you think that that's a problem? People doing that?
I mean, in a sense, like I think that it's kind of ignorant in the sense of like. I think you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. You know
I would
what I'm saying?
agree
But
with
like, yeah, like what are you doing that for? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not fucking anything relevant to today's time. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like the Confederate battle flag, or the Southern battle flag, like that's not even the Confederate flag technically. Like if you want to break it down, like the 13, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like the 13 stars like that is the real Confederate flag, bro. Like I don't know, it's. Fucking people, man. I think some people do that to be ignorant to a degree.
That up? The real Confederate. I'm curious. I've never seen, or if I've seen it, I don't recognize.
You know what I'm
it.
talking about? No, bro. This is what I always get weird about from this topic. That's why I kind of opened like that. Like it's the Southern battle flag. Technically, is what the fuck. See.
Oh,
okay. Thank you, Google. Like you know what I'm saying. Like for just. If in case somebody was really wondering and they typed it in.
Banned for racism.
No, bro. I'm saying, like, if you want to really know, like, what the fuck the Confederate flag is, at least it pops up first, damn it. So, yes, that is the real Confederate flag up there, and then that is the Southern battle flag beneath that. Yes, people are fucking kind of ignorant, bro, for flying that shit, because that does not mean anything to me in today's time, bro. That is not the American flag. That is, you know what I mean? Like, what is... That should be like the only thing that you're flying, bro. I don't give a fuck about the Blue Lives Matter flag. I don't care about Red Lives Matter, bro. Fucking, I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, dog. Like, no, the flag is the flag, bro. When I seen like people like changing the flag like that, bro, I was like, that's fucking whack. That's not like I don't know. Seems like it's a crime, dude.
It's not a crime to do that anymore.
No, okay.
You can burn the flag legally. I think
What?
they changed that like 5-10 years ago.
That makes me sick, bro. I can't imagine people doing that. I know.
Oh, people do it.
Oh, I know. I'm knowing. But like, man, like, I get it that like fuck America, this and this, and I'm not saying it's perfect, but like, man, this is where we live, bro. Are you gonna go burn down your house? You know what I'm saying? Go burn down your house and then where you live. You know what I'm saying? Where are you going to live after that? Like,
when they ruled to
that's
allow
my
the
opinion.
American flag burning.
You got to take care of
1989. Damn, that long ago? I thought it was like a recent thing.
I thought it was recent too, like that. I guess if they were to do that, because I thought that's been a thing for a
maybe
while.
it's a state. Is it a state thing too? Maybe.
It might be. It's fucking like un-American. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, it should still be a crime.
Yeah.
Should be a crime for whatever country you're in. If you don't fucking like it, get out. Like, unless you're fucking prisoner there, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, that's craziness, dude. Yeah, that's nuts. Jeez, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how I feel about that because, like,
I do like the don't tread on me. I do like those. No step on snake. That shit is fucking the best, dude. I do believe in American pride. That's definitely my thing. I very much enjoy being an American. You know what I'm saying? And I know that all of our past has led up to what we are now. You know what I'm saying? And now we might not be great, but man, this is where the fuck we live, son. And I'm still happy. Like I said, it's our house, bro. I'm still happy with the house we live in. You know what I'm saying? You know, so fuck it, man. Like, we're the people here. We got to be good to each other. And man, we're the greatest country on earth. If you think somewhere else is better, then like I said, go fucking live there, dog. Like, I'll fuck, dog. If I had some extra money, I'd help you get there, but you can fucking get out. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was going to offer to help you, but I can't. That's expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to get
man.
reinstated and everything somewhere else. So.
Yeah, like a lot of that shit's talk. It's like when Trump won. And, do you remember what was it? The Canadian border website like there was so much traffic that they had to shut down. So many people like put in for like a transfer to Canada.
I don't know anything about that.
You haven't heard about that?
No.
Oh, Molly, I'm sorry. You got to pull that one
Did
up.
people really do that?
Yeah. So the election day 2016, like that night, like everyone fucking put in like the Canadian, like they just weren't, their servers just weren't able to handle that much traffic, so it shut down for like.
Of all those people trying to get in at once, that's
Canada's
fucking...
immigration website crashes during U.S. vote. BBC. Yeah, click that one, the top one.
That's insanity.
It's been suggested that may have been caused by a U.S. citizen exploring their options following Donald Trump's victory. Yeah, good luck having no health care. These fucking I can't stand these morons who like look at Canada and they're like, yeah, that shit's good. And like when people like can't get health care for like 12 months and they fucking die before they even get in.
It's different than here, man. It's different than here. I don't know too much about it. Like I said, that is if you want to live somewhere else, go live there. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's a lot of impulse. You know what I mean? Or like, we're going to show them. You know what I mean? Like, or we're down with this. You know what I mean? We're going to live elsewhere. They think it's going to be easy. And like, a lot of, I don't know if it's a lot of Canada, but doesn't a portion of Canada speak French?
Yep. Like
you know what I'm saying?
Ontario.
So it's not like you're just fucking going to, I'm going to move states. You know what I mean? Like, you might go somewhere else, bro, where I think a good portion of it is mixed with French. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's kilometers and shit like that, like how fast they go. You know, their street signs and everything are different. Like that. So it's very much a different country because it is.
Yeah, you have to get used to it.
You know, so yeah, it's not just the same as here. I that's not for me.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. People are very ignorant. Like people that I've known that have lived in different countries and like have made those adjustments. It's a very difficult transition to like live in a different. There are very few people who like will live in a country for however long. They'll be like, yeah, that was 100% positive. Like there's always, whether they like it there at that point, there's always some adjustment period that's gonna be bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some kind of crap they're gonna have to deal with.
Definitely, it's I mean, I've never had it myself, but like going somewhere else like that and having that be your first whatever, man, that's got to be like all the way down to going to the store, you know, somewhat of a like, fuck, man, all right, here we go. You know what I mean? Just like having the anticipation of having to do everything, you know, every last move that you make, you know, it's getting settled. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at. Is getting settled there is going to take some time, bro.
Have
You're
you
not
ever
just going to go about your way right away.
Have you ever left the U.S.?
No.
If you were to go somewhere, where would you go?
Not Mexico. I'm not going to Mexico, man. I don't give a fuck. No, I'm not going to Mexico. I want to see.
I would stay the fuck away from Mexico. That's
Right.
the last place I'm
Dude, I want to go to Southeast Asia, man. I want to go to Southeast
fuck
Asia.
yeah.
I've got some buddies that live out, and they've taken some time to go out there and live in Southeast Asia like that. In Vietnam, specifically, I got a buddy that lives in Ho Chi Minh is the city.
That's crazy.
Yep, Ho Chi Minh. If I'm not mistaken, it might be the capital of Vietnam. I'm not sure, but yeah, Ho Chi Minh is where he's at, and they just say that it's incredible, like just how it operates and living there and going out and the night vibe of the town. They say is just like, imagine like a teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles movie, you know what I'm saying? Just the night, people on bikes, you know what I'm saying? That's how people get around. There's a lot of motorbikes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people on foot, you know, people walking on the sides of their highways that go through the town like that. People don't like they have street lights and shit, but that's not really like enforced or followed like all the way, you know. It's like a recommendation. There's nobody, people go through the light, you know what I mean? So it's very different, and just the people there are actually I guess my buddy was saying, for the most part, pretty cool to American people, you know what I mean, as long as you're accustomed to the place.
Yeah, like you know, I was listening to a podcast about this. It's really interesting.
And
like,
he knows some Vietnamese like that, so he gets along there. It's like that. So
there's a lot of like internal racism in Asia. Like if you're from like a different part of Asia, you're like lower than dirt to them. You know?
No, definitely. Dude, they do not like each other like that, dude. Do not like each other, dude. I don't know. You know, I'm not Asian, but so I don't know what it's like. But my buddy Chang, he knows all about that, and is told, you know, we have talks like that and shit, dude. And if you're American going, you know, he's been to Laos like that, you know what I mean? Like, and that's like one of the few, you know, real communist countries like that left, you know what I mean? And he's Laotian like that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's got all kinds of talk like that. Like, yeah, it's very much they rock to themselves, you know what I'm saying? It's very lots of pride. Asian pride is very much strong. So
yeah. There's a whole generational culture where like so many people are
the
just
nationality pride is very strong.
Yep, exactly.
Definitely.
Fuck, what was my point? God damn, I lost it. Fucking whiskey, man.
Shit's going, man. We're almost halfway through that thing. Let's go. I haven't drank in a long time, bro, for real. I haven't, so this is excellent. Excellent.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, man.
Straight jacked, bro. You can't go wrong.
I wanted to get like whiskey and cigar was like an essential for the end of this podcast. So I was like,
Oh yeah,
my boy.
literally, yes sir. Yes, sir.
I know this motherfucker can do both. So
Yes,
let's do
sir.
it. Let's do it.
Definitely.
And this is like the lowest tier of whiskey that. I'll go.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you know me, bro. Like drinking like that, I'm very.
You want more?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cool. I'm very moderate for the most part, or I'm not like I don't have high standard. You know what I'm saying? I'd definitely love to try some fancy shit somebody's got, but like it's not something I don't, you know, have to have a certain tier by any means.
I'm a prude. I won't even lie, man. I won't
good,
even
though.
lie. Yeah,
These are really good too, man. I mean,
yeah.
like I was saying, what are these, man?
What was it again?
Italia.
Fado Italia Amano.
Okay.
I assume that means. Molly, do you mind translating that?
Large single cigar.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. I was trying to have a cool Joe Rogan moment there. Yo, prove me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
A large single cigar. I'm screaming.
That's not really that impressive.
Dude, my buddy, my buddy Chris, dude, when we were in California, the first time I went there, dude, we popped into this. We were literally driving, bro, out of Sacramento, like just going because we had the gas and the money too, dude. Like we're just like going, dude. Fucking, we stumbled upon this little town. He hadn't been there before, I guess, but we, seen what the town was called. I forget what it was, but we're walking through, and it's like, there's like not much to this town. There's a couple like small apartment building deals like that, you feel me, here and there. But then like it's really like a main street through most of it that's like shops, you know what I'm saying? And it's like old, like how it's set up with the boarded walkway through the strip mall of shops, you know what I'm saying? Like an old Western theme like that. And this man goes in the freaking smoke shop in there and he buys Phillies. The cigars, dude. Yeah, dude. And he was like, immediately, like, I was like, what are you buying these for, dude? Like, we don't smoke these, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have now, a handful of times, but I had never then, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? And, like, yeah, he got them shits, and he, like, opened the pack before we got out of the store and had that bitch in his mouth, like, like walking out the door, like, thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally how he always says, like, thank you as we leave everywhere. Like, I remember that shit. I was like, dude, oh, my God. He gets outside. I'm like, he's like, you want one? And I'm like, I'll try it. And I was like, I don't know what the hell that is, man. I'm in California too. Like, gonna smoke a cigar like this. I mean, like, maybe when we get down by the pool, but like, we're just like, it's hot as shit, dude. I mean, like, it was hot. It was hot, dude. Like, we're in
That's
this,
the worst time to
we're
smoke
in
a
this
cigar.
325 CI Beamer, you know what I'm saying? The convertible, but the top's up because it won't close, or go back, you know what I'm saying? We got it to go back, but yeah, it was so hot. I was like, man, put that shit out. It wasn't even, he didn't even burn down as much as this. He was like, I was like, man, put that shit out, man. We gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you know what? Random thought. You know what I seen a lot there? Porsches. People drive, like, there's a lot of nice cars there, obviously, but I noticed, like, there's this, I forget what the model is, but there's this one model of Porsche that I see a lot of people drive, dude. And it's in, like, cherry red or, like, black, white, or, like, some sort of, like, I think, like, a beige kind of color like that. But yeah, it's I just seen that car everywhere when I was there, and I was like, it's crazy. But people drive like on like I see like Beamer, Lexus, Audi, you know what I'm saying? Like,
People are obsessed with their cars in LA.
oh yeah,
obsessed.
Dude. Yeah, I was in Sacramento is where I was, but yeah, everywhere in California they drive nice shit. You know what I mean? I like here you look around, people got the Chevy. There's a busted down Ford Fiesta. I ain't seen one of those in 5 years. You know what I mean? Like Chevy Silverado. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people don't have that kind of shit there. Obviously it's different.
It's a different. Yes, exactly. It's a different culture. I have a really vivid memory. When I visited Pasadena, LA area, like 2013, I remember seeing a minivan that was like from the 90s, and it was like if you saw that van like anywhere in Iowa, it'd be like shitty, beat up. This was like pristine, like condition. like not a single scratch, like shiny, like somebody like
all you gotta do is cover it, like, you know what I mean? It's just from the sun, and it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, there's like a whole like thing where people put so much care in like waxing their cars.
Yeah.
Like, I will never forget that. Like just the shitty van that was just like pristine condition. Like I do not remember seeing a shitty car going down some of those streets in LA.
Yeah, no, people drive nice shit there, dude. It's definitely like you said. You either got some hell yeah, or it's not. For the most part, not all that. You're just not even driving. You know what I mean? So my buddy, he switched it up. He had a truck there. He got a Ford Ranger, and he's there. You know what I'm saying? He got a Ford Ranger for a while, and then he got rid of that, and he's driving like a Dodge Journey or something like that. I don't know if he still has that still, but yeah, like again. Not like a car that you always see there, but I guess you might. It's a family vehicle kind of deal. But yeah, I miss his ass for real. That I like California like that. Not somewhere I'd want to live necessarily. I'd want to keep that place visiting. You know what I mean? Where I go to get away kind of deal. It's different enough. I don't want to live there, and I don't feel comfortable living there.
How do you? Yeah, well, I guess that kind of alludes to it. But like how do you feel about it? Like the last year, so much shit with COVID. The governor with all the scandals with him, they're trying to get him out. Like, I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about, do you think there's going to be a movement away from California? Do you think it's going to, come back, go away? What? I don't know.
Fuck, man. I think that Hollywood is Hollywood, and Hollywood will be hard to kill. You know what I'm saying? And California is what it is. it'd take it to fall off in the San Andreas to, you know what I'm saying, to finally cave and it fall off into the ocean for people to not fuck with California anymore, honestly, is what I think. I think that other places in the U.S. are getting more, recognition for what they are, and just being the hot spot, I guess. But California, man, is hard to fuck with.
It's true.
It is. And it's hard, us being from here to compete with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I'm not suggesting that, but...
No, I know, but it's just like, like to really, it's like, man,
I guess I just wonder in the...
California.
Yeah, true. I guess I just wonder in the generations to come, like, if there will slowly be a transition away from that.
Right.
Because I think there are a lot of... I think it's coming to sight, kind of talking earlier, or, maybe, I don't know, Whiskey Man. All the, everything with censorship going on in Silicon Valley and, everything that's kind of on the forefront right now. I wonder if those energies are, going to affect anything. Like if people are going to go away from California because of that.
It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I think that right now, like I said, if it's still going and alive, people are going to stay there. It's going to continue to be the heart of, big made it, kind of deal. LA, kind of whatever. I know that if I ever, not saying that everybody that's big like that lives in LA or California, but you might have a home there. You know what I mean? But like, no, if I got a big portion of money, I do believe this. I wouldn't leave Iowa. I wouldn't want to. What I would do is I would go somewhere very like isolated. And I'd make it really fucking hard for you to get to me. Like really hard. Like a whole
Hunter S. Thompson style.
Like a whole forest, like before you get to my like compound. You dig what I'm saying? Like there's a whole wall around me with like electric barbed wire. And like but you have to go through the forest first. You feel me? There's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles of forest and it's all arm secured, you know what I'm saying? Like all the way through.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not infrared shit, you're fucked.
You know the guys in the movies
I'll drop napalm too if I find you in it. So
the guys in the movies that have like 2 years worth of food down and like all this shit.
Oh yeah,
you're that guy.
Yeah. Hey, don't tell him. No, I'm very well. I'm
That's what I like about you, man. Though, like you're an interesting person. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting you in a box by saying this, but like there's a certain vibe that I got from living in small town Iowa. Mm-hmm. I feel like there that kind of part of you, that little mix of you, like I fucking love that, man. I love like having a friend that like I can kind of feels like old times almost.
Definitely, man. I keep it real, man. Some people are just like, you have like an older vibe to you sometimes, and I'm like, you think? Because a lot of times I'm acting like a dickhead. Just because, no, but yeah, I don't know, man. Kind of old school with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, with the whole thing with Hollywood and stuff, man, that's been around forever, dude. I don't know if this generation and us, dude, you know what I mean? Even if we all came together, we're going to be able to kill that, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say. But I appreciate that, dude. Definitely, yeah. This whiskey's got me too, dude. This shit's really, really good.
Dude, it's a truth serum. It is an active ingredient in podcasting. Oh. Some of the best podcasts that have ever been done have probably been over whiskey, I would argue.
Definitely.
Do you listen to Joe Rogan at all?
I do sometimes. When he pops up on my shit, my buddies pull him up, so he comes up in my algorithm, and I let him go. Yeah.
Do you fuck with the whole like Alex Jones thing at all?
I don't know too much about that.
So I'm not like I don't like seriously listen to him. But it is interesting. He's the first person to call out to talk about Epstein.
Okay.
Like he was the first guy. He was like
I might know something about this. I know a little bit about the Epstein shit like that. So a little bit.
Do you know who he is off the top of your head?
Yeah. Jerry Epstein. And he's like
no, Alex Jones.
No.
Molly, you want to pull up a picture of Alex Jones?
That's who I'm not fond of. Yeah. Not off the top of my head, at least. I think I know who you're talking about. But.
So he's insane. I'll put that off the bat, but like he's definitely conspiracy theorist level type stuff. He was big. He had a lot of controversy in 2012. The Sandy Hook thing. He perpetrated that was a conspiracy and all this other stuff. But so him and Joe Rogan like go back a ways, and like they have like gone on that show and done like these crazy episodes over whiskey and weed, and that's been some of like the like most entertaining, fun content ever.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so I guess my point being is this kind of shit helps. The day marijuana gets legalized, we're gonna start smoking on the show.
Oh yeah,
Like rolling
Oh,
blunts,
yeah.
all that.
the day. Are you serious? It's flaming. They're gonna be like, we can't see y'all, dude. It's so smoky, we can't see y'all. Straight up, they're gonna be like, are they awake? They fell asleep. Yes, I'm saying, bro. Yes,
We're gonna be a live stream, just gonna be like,
literally like 3.5 hours in, we were done talking at an hour and a half. Bro, no, I'm saying like that's what. Yeah, if
Molly's gonna be like,
we
hey,
need that.
wake up.
Yeah, as soon as that happens, man, yeah, we can do what we want, man. Like,
Fuck.
so no, it's
Something that's never gonna happen under Biden.
I think that, man, I see a lot of different states pushing for their whatever like that, and it's coming. You know what I mean?
And
As it
Iowa's
comes,
last in the
and
list.
it's like we're like WX, maybe Y or Z. You know what I mean? Is what Iowa falls in, bro. It is really what we end up being because
Every time we put up a bill, they're just like, yeah, we're just not
yep,
gonna.
it gets shut down, man. We're not. That's not what we are politically built around.
There's such an
not
industry
that
around.
ideal. You know what I'm saying?
There's such a well, and I think a lot of it too is like the alcohol industry is huge here.
Yep.
You know, going back to like the pandemic and all that when that happened, like there was so much allowance for bars. Like they literally let people take to-go drinks, open containers in their car, and like have them in their car open and drive home, and that was perfectly legal.
Yeah.
Like that's way worse than legalizing pot. Are you fucking kidding me?
They'll do it though.
Yeah.
It's opportunity to arrest you and make more money. Why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? They'd rather do that than propose a brand new idea to them about marijuana, smoking marijuana. Good. Jeez Louise. You know what I'm saying? Good God, isn't that kind of like heroin? It's like, bro, it's the mindset around that is insane. But yeah, how we are built, like the government has no mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like how we are built politically, you can't convince like a person. You know what I mean? Like, you know, somebody who thinks like that, you know, is like, oh, you know what I mean? It's just like heroin. It's like you can convince them maybe differently. The government is so built around how we are. You know, it's like being California, how they are with guns. You know what I mean? It's going to be, you'll never really convince them, you know what I'm saying, in that route. You know, it's like with weed with us, nah, we're just not, you know, being conservative and red like we are, doesn't fall in the book.
Yeah. Well, politics is a show. I mean,
it is. Because
actors,
then all of a sudden it could. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden it could be a thing, you know? So who knows?
Yeah. You know what, man? Like,
shit changes.
I'm kind of thinking about the shit with Wall Street. Like, we need more moves like that. Like, a fuck you to the establishment.
Yep.
Like, did you notice, like, when that happened, how nobody talked about it? Not a single outlet.
Nobody.
Even there was like a
words.
day, maybe two, where there wasn't. I kept constantly looking Wall Street bets. There wasn't a single fucking article. Nobody wanted to talk about it because they were all like,
I know.
that was the moment where everybody was like, fuck. Like,
I didn't say nothing. I was just like, I was waiting for it. That's what I always do. I'm waiting.
Oh God, because it was such a
I'm waiting,
unifying
and-
moment.
Yep.
It didn't matter whether you left or right.
Yep.
Everyone that was in that class structure, that lower part of the class structure, all was like, yes, this is the move. And because you know what the next story that they put out before that? AOC, like a month earlier, talking about like, there was a police officer that knocked at my door and he made me really uncomfortable.
Literally.
And that was the story. That was what they cared about after fucking Wall Street. Give me a fucking break, man.
Yeah, man, that shit. Again, media giving you what they want, man. They will never cease. You know what I mean?
I do believe in like a deep state. I think that there is like a group of people in wealthy class. I don't think there are very many of them here in Des Moines, but I think there are plenty of them in other cities. That are just perpetrating a certain narrative, and they just have a certain amount of control on everything, and it's an uphill battle. But when stuff like Wall Street happens, where you're actually in a swift move transferring wealth from them to the little people, that's a move. Now, it also poses the question: should we just like from what I understand, there's some hearings this past week or something that have to do with this, pushing legislation forward to prevent something like this from happening again. So, benefiting everyone. Putting restrictions on well, that's kind of the ironic thing is like all these people who have been rigging the Wall Street thing for years and now like, oh, we need to put restrictions on Wall Street when it's like that, in any other reality, that'd be the last thing they want,
Yeah. No, something that won't happen. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I try to not focus too much on that shit because when I look at that, I literally just agree with you and I get like the same amount of intensity. You can see me here just like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel it, bro.
No, that's fair, man.
It's just
ever since
I had to stop looking at the TV, dude. Because
exactly. Ever since the Capitol happened, I have checked out.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I'm just like, wow, man. It's so back and forth, dude. So back and forth, and people. The thing is about America too is there's different levels of ignorance, and there's different kinds of ignorance. There's different breeds of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, including, it's regional too. You know what I'm saying? Like where, the Midwest compared to the coast, like people are a different level of ignorant everywhere. And I think that, it doesn't even matter necessarily about where you're at in the U.S. It's just like people are ignorant, man, and they're going to do what they want. Because this is the place that you can. People say we aren't free, but this is the one place you can do that, and it's a shame. You know what I mean? I just fucking hate, dude, that fucking people came together like that to the Capitol, dude, personally. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm big on, like I said, I'm big American. Yeah. Attack on the home front like that, dude. That, like, bullets fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you could never convince me ever. I don't care who's, like, about to be president or who should be, you know what I'm saying? Like that, we're going to go up to the Capitol and we're gonna slam in that motherfucker. Like that's no.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Like that. Like I can't fathom that people had that idea. That is insane.
Yeah, and there were people who were like in their fucking 60s and 70s who were like going to jail for a long fucking time.
Oh, as you should, man. Like
exactly,
that's
as you should.
Fucking serious. Like, bro, I don't know of worse federal crime. It's infiltrating. Like that's treason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's infiltrating crazy. The front, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
A lot of that footage was just so disgusting and disturbing to watch. Like you could that was just truly.
It's not like it was anything serious, either. You know what I'm saying? Like people went in there and acted a fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no like, we want this, really. You know what I mean? Like obviously, like why people were upset, I guess there, but like there was no like somebody got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not peacefully coming forth or trying to make anything happen. Not, like, it was done deal, in my opinion, anyway. But it's like, yeah, bro, like I said, different level of ignorance. People are going to do what they're going to do. Shame on them for that. You can also expect what response for your actions, like I was saying before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I'm still amazed.
60 years old, you go to prison for 40 years, that's on you.
Yeah. That's entirely your fault. I agree. No, but it really... It really surprises me the lack of defense they had at the Capitol, like how unprepared they were.
Oh, dude. No, me too.
I didn't think that anything was going to happen on January 20th, but I forget 6th, right?
I forget what the date was.
5th or 6th. I remember hearing about that date that there was going to be a big rally, but like I didn't think of anything of it. I don't think a lot of people really did, but I think we're paying all this money in defense. Like you think they would, have that in place, and they don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's such a lack of it.
Yeah, big lack.
Yeah, shit's fucked up, man.
It is.
That
makes me irritated just thinking about that shit. Sorry, I just kind of went blank because I'm just like, wow, man, this is the country we live in, dude. Spacing, dude.
So let me ask you this: do you think that do you envision there being a change? And if so, what do you envision that being?
I think that, man, if something good's going to happen, I think that at some point, I can't say what's for sure going to happen, but if something good were to happen, people would get a sense of, like, damn, like, we, like I said, like everything we do has a reaction, you know what I mean, or some sort of consequence for it, you know what I mean, and we can't just be, oh, we need this needs to happen, you know, or like, you know, like obviously there's things that need to change, but like, we all need to like come to like an understanding of each other is what I'm getting at, you know what I mean, like there's got to be a mutual come forth, you know what I mean, as a whole, like it's hard to fathom that, you know what I'm saying, like as a whole country, but overall just like, yeah, like we need to come up with a different way to do things in a sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the fucking real answer is to that, and that sounds like a fairy tale, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think a big problem is social media.
Yeah, that's kind of what I guess I'm getting at too, like that, and just like how we treat each other, you know what I'm saying, really is what I guess I'm getting at, because like we tear each other down, dude, you know what I mean, and like capitalism definitely like enforces that, you know what I'm saying, trying to get on top. We can't get away from capitalism because that's what we're built on and that's what we're going to continue to be, but like just with, like I said, social media and how much negative energy gets thrown around, we really, if something good's going to happen, we need to really be conscious that there is consequences for our actions and how we treat other people, because it's ultimately going to affect us in the future, you know what I mean? It affects people in the now and people in the future, you know? So like, you know, how you are to your kids, you know, they grow up different, you know what I mean? So we need to, and if we let our emotions and stuff like that get in the way too much, in differences, then we're never going to get anywhere, you know what I mean? So if something like, say, bad change, fuck man, financial collapse, I see that, dude, in the future. I'll keep it a sec. Financial collapse like that, or some sort of just disrupt, dude, within the public of like we can't, like, you know, some sort of disruptive, like we can't live no more like we need to, you know, like we don't want to go into this sense of like communism, in the sense of like, everybody makes enough to get by and that's it. You're either rich as fuck or you're fucking poor, because people are gonna snap out, you feel me? So again, financial collapse in a sense.
Well, that's how I feel, you know, with everything with like the stimulus checks and the welfare state.
I don't think that's enough, dude.
No, it's not. It's a short-term solution for a long-term problem. Like all it's doing is prolonging the eventual collapse.
Yep, it is, and that's what scares me. You know what I mean? Like
how people promote that.
It's people like, you know, want to, like the Federal Reserve they make money. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally print money. They can put more money out whenever they want.
Well, that would not be. I mean, well, that's what the stimulus checks are essentially. But
right, but like
I mean, that creates. It's like in Venezuela. Like there's photos of people like carrying lumps, like equivalent to like $100,000 of their currency, like to buy a loaf of bread.
Right.
Like carrying stacks of cash to like get just a small amount of groceries. You know, not that would necessarily happen right away in the U.S., but that's the extreme end of printing money.
Yeah.
So
it's that's what I'm saying. Like that would be not good, you know, but I don't know if like, that's what I guess I don't see, like, how could we manage that, you know? How can we manage?
Well, we can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
like with how,
and I think that's why we need to
snap out. You know, at some point, like we can't do that. You know?
Yeah, and people are gonna think I'm fucked up for saying this, but like, we might just need to like let this thing happen if we really want to. Like, if we really want to get out of this, like long term. I think people, like, you know, going back to like, the short term thinking. Like, I don't think people in our day and age and our generation think about like our kids and our grandkids. There was something like 50 years ago. You can say what you want about the boomers, fuck them, whatever, but they at least, you know, a lot of them had the mentality of like thinking about their kids and their grandkids. Like that's been lost in American culture.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different. It's different now, man. You know?
It's a lot different.
It is.
I guess my point being, you know, if we don't let this thing, you know, collude and, you know, have its worst, it's gonna, like, the longer we prolong it, the worse it's gonna get.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you're getting your $1,400 and you're gonna be fine now, but in 5-10 years you might not have anything.
Exactly.
There might not be a government. Hey, nope, fuck you. You don't get any money. You're screwed.
Right.
You're gonna go hungry.
It's just us.
And like the longer we let that happen, the higher the percentage of that population that's going to be affected. Like,
what I'm saying too, like, think of like what all this like COVID shit is doing. The rich are getting more rich.
Yes, For all the corporations are thriving right now.
Thriving. So it's almost like a scare on normal people like you and me to stay down while they get up. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, you know what I mean? Like it very like not in our face with it, very secretively. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a very big move that they're doing. Like you asked me before earlier, political gain. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Like the people that are above us want to have everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why? I don't know. But we definitely deserve a cut, and it's hard to get our cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, live in today's time. It's not possible, you know, in America, and it's definitely, like, one of the better places to live, like I've said. But you definitely got to make it happen. It doesn't just come to you. You know what I mean? And it sucks, too, seeing hardworking people, you know, including myself, you know what I mean, do good and get shit on. You know what I'm saying? In some aspects, you know what I mean? Or trying to, no matter what it is, dude, you know, like, just trying to get up in life, you know, like it's hard, man, all the way down to renting somewhere or buying this car or doing that, you know, it's like just trying to get up. It's hard.
Yep.
Because you got to think of like too where we live, man. We're like the most expensive place to live too, for the most part, dude. Like think of like
you talk about America in general.
Yeah, asset wise and shit. You know, like you gotta have like. For the most part, everybody has their own crib in a sense, you know what I mean? You know, you go get your own spot, you get your own car. You know, you have your own
that
phone,
alone is insane, you know, compared to most countries.
Yeah, we have our own everything. You have your own room. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, we live big. So to live here and then also have those things, obviously you don't need all of those things, you know what I mean? But it's like you need some of those, and to get even one of those is hard. You know what I mean? For some people, you know, if you have absolutely nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like the joke, like the I'm stereotyping here. No, it's okay. But like
what do you
the quote unquote like the, you know, extreme liberals who like complain about capitalism, all this stuff on a phone that wouldn't be possible without capitalism. You know, they're literally they're complaining about all this stuff like on technology that like most people in the world like would not have access to, like having like a touchscreen phone or like, you know, big desktop or whatever, like even a laptop. Like there are not a lot. Like if you look at the scope of the rest of the world, like those kids in Asia and India who are fucking poor in the street and like playing with sticks and stones, like they don't have a fucking laptop to like, you know, complain about your shit and then jerk off or whatever you do. You
right?
know?
No. Literally, people would be like, "Fucking, I don't get paid enough. Like, life sucks. I should go burn down this." Jerks off on their iPhone 10. You know what I'm saying? Fucking,
yeah.
You know, I mean, literally just fucking goes and grabs a freezer dinner. You know what I'm saying? Out of the fridge, throws it in the microwave. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, man, we live good here, and it's like we ought to not. Like I said, man, you can't shit on your house where you live, man. Like
no shit where you eat.
Yep, exactly. We can't give up what we have here now, and the people who I guess think that that's the solution. I don't know. I guess my opinion is that's pretty fucking ignorant, man. You know, like obviously to you know what I mean, but you know what you want to think, that's you. Do you? I'd never like tell you you're wrong necessarily, but to me that's kind of fucking ignorant.
Yeah. Well, going back to like, you know, paying, like, you know, I worry like the raising the minimum wage is $15 an hour. There's gonna be so many people that lose a job out of that. Businesses can't.
Serious? Yeah.
Businesses can't, like here they can't pay $15 an hour to everyone that they have.
No.
You know.
No, dude. No. And that's what I'm saying. Like for people,
incremental raises at least. You know, you gotta make it. You can't just double it.
Think of how many people, dude, that make, you know, like just over that, you feel me, or like close to that, you know what I mean, like $15, you know, like what are they gonna get paid now, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like what is your
I mean, it is communism. It's everybody making the same. It's an EMT making the same as some jackass at McDonald's.
If they yep exactly. And that's what I would think that would ultimately do. If you made it $15 an hour, how can anybody else, you know, you don't just get more money.
I'm not even necessarily shitting on, like, I've worked in fast food. It's a job, you know, but, like, that doesn't mean that job equates to an EMT or equates to something that actually makes $15 an hour that contributes.
It's because it doesn't, you know, but it's like, how could any company possibly pay, you know what I mean, to come up with those wages? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they're going to be forced into paying everybody the same thing. Like you said, it'll become communism on its own tip. So Yeah, it's I don't know what the answer is to it, man. I don't think that $15 is the answer by any chance, and I no downplay to fast food workers either like that. I mean, it's a job is a job, but yeah, I don't think that it's not the same thing as an EMT. So an EMT deserves more money, but what are you gonna pay that EMT? Because right now they make about like what $15-16 an hour, ain't it?
Yeah, something like that.
You know what I mean? So it's about that to be an EMT, to go pick people's brains up off the ground. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? Like what do they get paid now? You feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. Like people, you know, it'll do something to us, man. I don't have the answer for it, but we're not going for it here, dude. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's what's the thing about America too. Like making changes here is hard, man, because like I said, there's different kinds of ignorance, different levels of ignorance. People don't want to change. You know what I mean? You come around with a new idea, and there's a certain amount of people that are like, fuck that. You know what I mean? There's like, you know, it might be something good too. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, fuck that. You know, and it's, and then we can't make something happen, man. You know, or even reach a fine medium. You know what I mean? That's what sucks, man. Because if we were much smaller, or if it was just different, I don't even know if smaller means anything. If it was just different, we could be a lot more united. But it's, yeah, I just like, that's why I like Iowa too, man, because I feel like we're one of the last, you know, we're one of the free states. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, that's how I feel too. Like I think like 2 years ago, there was always a part of me like, I want to get the fuck out of here. But now I'm kind of feeling
we
like,
have the last sense of
like,
original.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Like it's like one of the few places where you don't like you see people without masks and you don't see them getting like abused over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you can say whether that's good or bad, but that's at least like that's at least more freedom than like the opposite.
No, exactly. That's people being allowed to do what they want, you know, and that's what America boils down to. You should be able to go anywhere, and that should be a thing. But there's places here that you can't, you know what I mean? And it's just, you know, there's a difference between, you know, being a shithead and being a decent person. And yeah, like you said, you know, shit like that, you know, not a big deal. Very accepting, you know what I mean, of all ideals here, you know what I mean? Think of the mask thing as an ideal, you know what I mean? Like, you know, or whatever you want to believe in, a belief, you know, so it doesn't really matter who you are here, essentially. I've told people this for a long time. Iowa is the nicest state out there, dude. One of them.
Yeah, no.
Would you, I mean, can you think of anywhere else, really? That's, you can go somewhere and people like more than likely like would help you if they seen you hurt, or like somebody would wave back at you if you waved. Colorado, that's a thing. Maybe. That's a thing here. I don't know. I'm talking. Go to Denver and go wave at people.
That's I guess I never hung
go
out
to
in
Des
Denver.
Moines here and go to Subway and drive by and just like wave at somebody. You feel me? Somebody's might wave back at you type shit. Just like, oh. You know what I mean? Go to the old, I guess what I'm saying more is like, go to like the country. You know, I was out shooting guns today and shit like that, and dude drives by, you know what I mean, waves at me. I don't know him. He doesn't know me, but he's going to wave. Just because it's the last place of decency here, bro. You know what I mean? Acceptance and, you know, acknowledgement, you know what I mean? And just, you know, people being good. You know what I mean? There's a lot, like I said, dude, this is the one place that I think that you would, you know, I need help. People are going to probably stop and help you, dude. You know what I'm saying? You go to San Francisco, screaming on the side of the road, bloody murder, arms broken and shit. People aren't going to help you, dude. There's going to be 100 people walk past you, dude, before somebody stops or, you know, help gets to you. So
yeah, that's the fine line. That's what's like perfect about Des Moines. It's like that perfect blend between a city and a small town.
Yep.
You can do like, you know, having grown up in a small town, I can do the stupid small town wave, and like people don't like. Not everyone gives me a weird look, I guess.
Right. No, yeah. I like it, man. I've lived here my whole life. And it's like, I don't see myself really anywhere else. Like I said, if I got big and had a bunch of money or something like that, I would literally dip off and isolate myself. But other than that, like inner city like that, yeah, it's like a mix of both, and it's it's a one of a kind place. And it sucks too, like what the pandemic and everything, like with how the economy is done. us here business wise, you know, because we're very founded off of small businesses here in Des Moines. If you've been here before, like it's very, you go downtown and it's, you know, for the most part, it's a lot of small businesses and shit people own. So when you have something like this happen and small business owners are, you know, made to face this kind of economical like stress on them, dude, a lot of people are forced to close their doors, man, when they can't operate, you know, and do how they used to do. So the Vaudeville Muse, one of the places here in town that's seen a hit from the pandemic like that, and that
they're done, man.
it sucks, dude, because that was the one real venue here that we had to that like artists and like locals. It didn't matter really who you were.
It was truly underground.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You could go there and get a set, dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? I got to perform there thankfully before they closed.
Damn.
And
that's
it
tight.
yeah, and it was awesome, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like the stage is tight. You know what I mean? I had people come out and shit, and like it wasn't like packed or anything like that, you know. But I had my people there, and you know, some other people I didn't know, and it was a good time, bro. The Muse brings a good time every time for the most part. It's a good place to do it.
Well,
And it's gone now.
I have heard rumors that there might be some people that are buying that back.
Good. No,
So
I
it
think
might-
I heard
it might-
that too.
It might
And
come back.
I hope that they do, and I hope that when they buy that, they don't do anything else but make it what it was. You know what I mean? Please make it a bar and a music venue. Please. You know what I mean? Like, or, you know, or,
Yeah.
you know, like, please don't make it a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it what it was again, because we don't have it anywhere else like that. Local artists like me and other people, you know what I mean? The guys you mentioned, Bar, Shaky, and everybody else alike, bro. You know what I mean? All of us trying to come up don't have a spot to go do that, and we definitely deserve that. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks that this comes through and that happens, because that's like, it's already hard to come up here, man. Damn. You know, and then like, how do we get people here to see us doing local shit, ideally, you know, or like being online as much as we can, word of mouth, but local shit like that you can literally come to, you know what I mean, for what, $10 to get in the Muse, you know what I mean? Like, so it's, you know, like it's unfortunate, man. They need to bring that back. I hope they do.
They really do.
I hope they do.
Yeah, I think I've talked with you about him. Durant Hero Pac-Man.
Yeah.
The last time I was at Vaudeville, he
like
performed
Pac-Man.
along with a couple of guys. Obs was there. Yeah, and just there's something about that. You know, that was probably like one of the best rap experiences I've had. Like I remember just like, you know, because it's such a small venue that no matter where you are, you're there, and just like do what you gotta do. Everybody's chanting along, like everybody fucking knows it. You know.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
There's something that's so magical about that, and I really hope it comes back. You know, regardless of whether it's outdoors or in venues, I really hope that like some part of that comes back.
Yep. Yeah, I agree, man. There's the like unification of people where you could go in a space like that and you don't know, you know what I mean, dude next to you or whatever, but you're all having a good time, and it's the opportunity to meet new people and stuff like that. It sucks that we can't do that like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never was like a very big like go out kind of person like that, really. But
I traditionally am not.
but I appreciated it when I could take my, you know, I always have a good time when I go out. That's the thing. When I go out, I have a good time. You know what I mean? Like I make it home safe, you know what I'm saying? I have a good time. I go do something cool, you feel me? And it's a lot of times like a show or something like that, you know what I mean? And like you said, everybody chants something that once like that, just having a good time, man. That needs to be, you know, that's the kind of sense that you give people, you know what I mean? And then they go home and then they're in a good mood. You know what I mean? To treat everybody nice the next day, like, because they had a good time. You know what I mean? The day before. You take away all the fun shit, man, with the pandemic, and all people have to do is sit online and bitch and, you know what I mean, and do all this other shit. And, you know what I mean? It creates, you know, it's like being off work like I am, man. You got to keep yourself busy, dude, you know, and you'll go crazy, man, if you don't do something, dude.
Yeah.
So
Fuck, even if you are working, I feel like I've been going crazy, like just playing video games a lot. Like, you know, like I said, you know, earlier with like the Capitol, I've really like this last like month and a half just felt like this huge disconnection from everything. Just like
lost in my own space because it's hard, man.
Mhm.
It's really hard thinking about what's going on right now with everything. You try to wrap your head around all the mechanics, everything all the pieces of everything that's going on, the entire clusterfuck that it is. Oh God, you go crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to wrap your head around. That's why I'm just steady inside. Hey, I mean, I'm just try not to focus on it as much. I was getting all, whatever about it at first and way back last year, and with everything, it's changed everybody's lives, man, and shit. And that's just at this point, I'm over it, and I'm like, man, let's resume back to normal, because all the way down to like shit, like, man, keeping kids inside and away from school, man, not being able to go to school like normal. That shit is
Des Moines, they're doing that, so I'm
right.
Iowa.
That kind of shit that like they were doing, man. Everything that we're changing has consequences, man, in the future. Like,
and nobody's thinking about it.
And nobody's thinking about it right now. It's about how scared you are when you need to do something right now. You know what I mean? And like, can you just take a second?
Don't think, just do.
Yeah, exactly. No, don't question. Do it. You know what I mean? And it's like, can you just take a second and just think, man?
Yeah.
Just take a second and think, dude, because that's what you should do in everything. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of what I think is being pushed on people right now, is this is the right thing to do. You know what I mean? This is what we need to do. We can't accomplish unless, you know what I mean? Like, man, just continue doing you. Take care of yourself. Go to the doctor if you're sick, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Just do what we know how to do, man. I don't ever, this is kind of random, I don't ever think that the mask thing necessarily is a bad idea. I think that it's similar in compared to something or a practice back in the Black Plague, kind of like I mentioned in those days, where people would just cover their face, you know what I mean, because they knew that people were sick like that. You can argue the science behind it of, if the, moisture that you collect is bad for your lungs or whatever, and this and that, or if it really keeps the virus out. But ultimately, the idea around it is, and people have talked about this before, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? It matters about the potential in it, that it could stop something if it can. Like, it's just a practice, and it dates back.
Yeah.
It dates back to the Black Plague and the Spanish flu and social distancing, too. People got the fuck away from each. It wasn't called really that, it was get the fuck away from each other because we're sick. You know what I mean? Like, people just that's what they did. You know what I mean? They covered their face. They stayed away from each other indoor, like for real stayed away from each other. They stayed indoors. Towns were ghosts. You know what I mean? So, and that's how it was. You know what I mean? So I don't think that that's ever a bad idea. It's just like, again, a belief. What do you believe?
Yeah, I guess I wonder about like the long-term effects. Like if...
Because you can't tell me back then that some people were like, I'm not covering my face. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that and if you talk about the Black Plague, like we got out of that.
Exactly.
I question if we will ever get out of this. I question if there will ever be a time where we'll see no masks.
I think that it'll be a mental thing, and I don't know if there will be ever be a time like that, because, what we're doing to the earth, there's definitely going to be more illnesses presented to us like this. You know what I'm saying? So, as they keep coming, that's going to re-implement the scare. You know what I'm saying? That's going to keep masks alive, or in the idea of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna, this new thing, just like with the new forms of the coronavirus, you know what I'm saying?
The new scary strains.
The new strains. Yeah, literally, bro. Like, it's that keeps the idea of, I need to keep wearing my mask, you know what I'm saying? Like, it keeps that scare, and it keeps us in this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the answer to it all, but
nobody does.
Nobody does. And yeah, it's something that we're kind of I see stuck, and yeah, I think it's gonna be something that, man, I don't want it to be, but I think I could see me having kids someday, man, and we're all wearing masks we're going to the store wearing masks. You feel me? Just because, bro, like that's what it is. I don't have any. I hope that we could get rid of the social distancing thing. That's what fucking bugs me, dude. Is not, you're telling me that kids can't go to school, dude, at all. I get it. That's
the lowest likely of anyone. Man, like the last people that should be.
There's so many avenues to that one, dude. There's there's kids that school is the one place they get away from their abusive home life. You feel me?
Yep.
That's the one place they go to get a real meal for the day. You feel me? Like, there's just in general, not like the home environment for kids isn't to learn. They don't have parents that are engaged to put them in the, like, here, yes, sit down and, learn, like, they're not the teacher, you feel me? Like, how can they even be home always? How are they expected to do that? You know what I mean?
Well, and this is really dark, but like related to that, it skyrocketed during the whole pandemic. Child molestation and pedophilia. That's gone. Like,
I heard about that.
That has gone up.
I've noticed people talking about that.
Like those children who are in those situations that are being molested. That's just become tenfold with them being.
It's more in all crime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've noticed people talking about that. It's true though. You're just making more, and a lot of that shit happens in home. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're creating
it's like
probability
80+%
in home. Yep. Expect all domestic shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? When you are doubling the domestic time that people have in their house. You know what I mean? Or where people are, you're congesting people like that into their whatever, and they need to stay there ideally for the most part. Like that does something. You know what I mean? It's like putting people all in boxes. You know what I mean? You can't. It's not the same thing. It's not like being in prison necessarily, but you're freaking people out, man. You're freaking people out. So, and there's no need for it, in my opinion. That's why I'm just like still continuing to live how I do, man. I'm not. You don't see me wearing.
That's all we can do.
I didn't come in with a mask. You feel me? Like I didn't go anywhere, like inside anywhere, but like, I'm not walking down the street with one, man.
Yeah. No, and
there's no reason for that.
Yeah. No disrespect to anyone who might be listening to this, but like it is funny. Like I've had situations with people like meeting people for the first time. They're like, "Can I take off my mask?" I'm like, "Yeah. I mean, we're about to do a podcast. Like, you're not doing it with the mask on."
Right. And I know it's funny because when we shot episode 23, I had a mask on. I had a mask on. You feel me?
We didn't really know each other that well then. Though,
we really didn't know. It's still like you'll still see me wearing a mask like that. You know what I mean? Like occasionally, and it's just like it sucks. You know what I mean? That it has to be that because I think that we could all just get past it, bro. Right now, at least until something like for real comes our way, then we can worry about that. I think this is over for the most part.
Well, hey, on that note, I vote quick question break.
Quick question break?
Yeah, do that, and then we'll be back with some more content. All right.
Damn. All right, we're back.
We're back, motherfuckers.
How's it going? We're going.
Did you miss us?
Yeah, we're. God grief, they're probably like about to tune out, man. We're over here sauced as hell. Feeling good, man. Thanks for the jack again, dude. Absolutely.
Yes, my glass feels a little light. Dude.
Mine's getting there myself.
Last one, man. This is the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one, too. I got to drive home and... okay. So I'm about to get it fixed.
You can recover as much as you need here.
Oh, thank you. I'm about to get it fixed. Brake lights on my car, man. Oh my goodness, dude. The brake lights on my freaking car, dude.
There have been dude. I'm gonna shun you. I might halfway shun you right now.
It's not even the brake lights. It's this brake light switch, dude.
There have been
it's hard to fix.
Being a cleaner, where I have to 6 nights a week, I have to drive around at night in Des Moines. Mm-hmm. There have been so many motherfuckers with their lights out.
Dude, yes.
So many of those motherfuckers.
No, I was gonna mention that, dude. On the way here, dude, there was like 3-4 people I seen, bro, that did not have their lights on. I was like, this is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is dangerous, people. Like, you need to have your freaking lights on, dude, when it is 6 o'clock out and it's winter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still winter, man. It ain't daylight savings, whatever, coming back. Like, jeez, man. So yeah, people are nuts, man. But my lights, like I was saying, I gotta be careful when I go home. I don't have too far of a drive, but I appreciate you. Definitely, probably hang out afterwards for sure for a little bit just to be safe. But I was saying, my lights, just something I've had to fix, but tedious, dude, because it's not even the lights like that. Like, it's the actual like switch within it's like up in the column, like with the turning signal. You know what I'm saying? So I have to and it's affecting my turning signals like that too. It's a turning signal switch, not a brake light switch. But it affects the back brake lights specifically, like when I press them. It's goofy. It's super goofy. So I have to be careful when I drive. And I have to give enough space too. Like I haven't had any real problems like that. It hasn't been going on super long now. But like if I have no turning signal. You feel me? So like if somebody's behind me, they have no idea that I'm about to turn. It's straight up. So like I always try to like make sure that I'm up far ahead enough of people. You feel me? Like that they can't have any chance of slamming into the back of me. But yeah, I mean, I have been doing the hand signal thing just these last few weeks, dude, because it's like I haven't been able to get it into my mechanic, or else it's gonna cost me a bunch of money to do it. You feel me? And it's not. Yeah, it's a really shitty situation. Or else it would be done right away. I just don't want to spend a bunch of money on it through a shop, and I know somebody who can do it really cheap. But he's about to do it finally, so excited, definitely.
That's
car
tight,
shit, dude.
Car shit, dude. And you know what? That is where toxic masculinity. That's where I feel like a fucking pussy. Like I always have. Like even like growing up, man. Like when I was in elementary school, like I went to this like small Catholic school, and I went through all these farmer kids, you know, kids who were like driving a car when they're 10 out in the fucking field, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I grew up in like the more suburban town, and just with my family dynamic, I didn't do stuff like that. So like even then I was behind in car, like the knowledge of cars, like being able to look under a hood and be like, oh, that's what's wrong. Like I have no sense of that.
Yeah,
I
don't either,
I can
dude.
jumpstart a car. Well, not jumpstart. I can like, you know, like with the cable or whatever.
Yeah.
I can do that. I
You
can like,
jumpstart, yeah.
I can put gas in it, obviously.
Right. I can change oil. I can change tire. I can jump start, and yeah, like that's really like.
I can't even like
Yeah.
I've had to
I
have.
replace a battery. That's easy. Take the battery out. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
Dude,
Just,
I can't even do that.
It's just, you know what I'm saying, just simple bolts, you know what I'm saying, just unscrew. Yeah, it's
I'm waiting for the day it happens
If
and
you-
just look it up on YouTube. you
yeah,
know?
if you did, you would be like, okay, it's really easy. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's just, but shit. Other than that, it does get like, you know, you got to know what you're doing, type shit. So yeah, I feel you. I've never been a very big auto mechanic head like that myself. I very much run into some shit, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get some help with this one. I need to figure this one out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have a mechanic that's really, really good about fixing my car like that usually. He drives a truck, though, so that's why he hasn't been able to get to me these past few weeks. So I've been very lenient about that. And like I said, I'm going to save my money like that. So just bring it to him, and he'll get that shit done, too, in like a day. You know, there ain't no, like, not even a day. Like, he might tell me to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, for real, bro. Like, I'll just chill at his place, do whatever. But, yeah, it's like, having that luxury is definitely good. I know some people like wind up with some car troubles, and they're like, "Fuck, bro, what do I do?" You know what I mean? They don't know anybody, or like, yeah, they have no means to fix it like that because they simply don't know where to take it.
Yeah. Well, Molly, she just had an issue with her car.
Besides the shop, you know, and that's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, well, she's been bringing that motherfucker to the shop, and she happens to, you know, go to like more like a family type place where like they know her dad and stuff. But like
Okay.
a lot of those mechanics will fucking try. Like the game is to rip you off.
Oh yeah, it is. No, yeah, that's the whole thing, man. Like when you go in, I mean, I'm not an auto mechanic, obviously, but yeah, that's really what it is, man. Like I know these places do some whack ass shit on purpose to make you come
Yeah,
back.
they'll
dude.
break. They'll like. There's plenty of, you know, circulation about like, you know, breaking shit for them to come back and spend even more money.
Yep.
That kind of stuff.
Yep. Yeah, it's yeah.
It's fucked up.
It is. It is definitely. What else we got?
Exactly. So do you still smoke cigarettes? I'm curious.
I do not smoke cigarettes
That's
anymore.
good. That's
I was this cigar actually is like the first like tobacco smoke like that in a while. Yeah, it's something I gave up there.
How long has it been for you?
It's been, I forget, dude. I quit there like somewhere after I went on unemployment here for the winter, so like November-ish.
Oh, it's like 4 months.
Yeah, so
Hey.
I've been, hey, absolutely.
Congrats.
Cheers to that. Hey, thank you, for real.
Congrats.
Cigarettes are terrible for you, dude. They really are.
Oh, awful.
Yeah, it's like I have a.
I still
I have this
still
little-
miss it personally, but
I had a little vape thing on me. It might be in my car, but yeah, I do that occasionally. I don't even really keep one of those on me all the time.
Yeah.
I just bought that because
Those are arguably worse.
Oh yeah, definitely. They make me feel worse for sure, dude. For sure. Like I feel
Yeah.
like better off of that, and like I actually had pleasure like smoking that versus compared to that appleberry fucking puff bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just tastes good.
Yeah.
It tastes good, so that's why I kind of puff on that.
I had some friend who had some whack ass theory that like the reason you felt worse vaping was because like it's like your lungs like getting like it's your lungs getting out the cigarettes and like take. I'm like, fucking bullshit. Like,
Dude,
like
it goes in
it's
your
you're
head.
literally like, okay, you know what? Like with a cigarette, there's at least like a substance. It's like, it's like tobacco. Like it resembles like marijuana, like an herb.
Right.
It might obviously there's a lot of shit in that cigarette, but at least resembles that. A
Right.
vape is literally a vial of fluid of chemicals. And you're vaporizing it and putting it in your lungs, and like nobody knows what the long-term effects of this are.
Right.
It could be 10 times worse than what cigarettes do.
And I
Nobody
think
even fucking knows.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not good for you, dude. I personally, when I vape, I think a lot of it has to do with it dispersing into your head, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like all that water vapor like that and stuff, and like getting into your lungs, you're definitely like building a pool of water, you know what I'm saying, in the sacs of your lungs like that at the bottom. But yeah, like I know when I smoke, dude, vape like that, it gave me a headache, bro, eventually, you know what I'm saying? Like I could literally hit it and feel it hurting my head, bro. Like I know that like it's doing something, you feel me, just secreting like into my head like that. It gets in your eardrums. That's what I've read, dude. Yeah, it fucks with like, it'll literally like slowly build up water in your eardrums and sinuses and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I've had experiences where I've hit dabs out of a rig, and like when I would first hit dabs, I've always preferred the pen because it's a lighter thing. But like when I first started smoking dabs, like out of the whole rig and everything, I'd go places to be like, oh, get you fucked up, Like I would have this like ringing, aching sensation in my ears, like the outside of my ear would like just clench up and like be in pain. It was weird, man.
Yeah, that. Dude, I remember the first time I ever did one of those, dude. I fucking literally, man, as in my buddies.
Hypocritically, sorry, not to
You're
interrupt.
good. You're good.
Hypocritically talking shit about smoking cigarettes and vaping while hitting a cigar. But let me make a note. I think doing this like occasionally, not that bad for you.
No, hell
This
no.
is like, in terms of tobacco, this is probably as natural as it gets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's probably about the same amount of tar as a pack of cigarettes.
But it's a leaf.
You do it once
it's
a month.
It's a leaf in more tobacco. You feel
And
me?
you know what? And if anything, I think of it compared to when I was doing a pack of cigarettes a day. This is doing this like once or twice a month, maybe.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. This is. Yeah. This isn't that bad at all. These are really good, dude. I like this a lot. Good treat definitely for this. But yeah, like I was saying, dude, freaking first time I ever smoked a dab, dude. I was in my buddy's apartment, dude, and literally, I remember the best way to describe it, dude, was it felt like a warm blanket over me. Like somebody just put like, "Good night, Hunter." Yeah, they just put like a warm blanket, like, "You go to sleep now. Go to sleep. Go to sleep." And just put a big, nice blanket over me, like warm sensation over my chest, bro. I was like, "Yes, okay, let's go." I was so I remember I was like, "Nice." That was excellent, dude. But I don't even like dabs like that. Really don't. I really don't. It's like an asthma attack. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the third. Like,
But have you ever fucked with the pen though?
yeah, I've done that before, and it's like I would, I guess, like that a lot better than the fucking crackhead heat me up ordeal. Not dissing anybody that does that, you feel me? But like, yeah,
Like the moon rocks and that crazy shit.
yeah. Well, at least I
Yeah.
could be done with the pen. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, the wax like that, I definitely appreciate like the effect, because it's good. But like, yeah, definitely.
I find it to be more level-headed. And
if I'm about to do that, I'd really like the weeds. You feel me? Like the flowers. But
I don't know. See, this is maybe where maybe I'm not as much of a stoner as you are, but like I feel like the weed these days, every time I buy weed, it just puts me to sleep. I smoke and I want to take a nap. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, it's
Unless I'm like drinking whiskey or like having Adderall or something or drinking coffee or something. Like,
No,
I always want to
definitely.
take a nap.
Yeah, usually, dude. Since actually my intake like that has actually went down surprisingly. Like,
You were mentioning that.
yeah, my intake has went down a bit, so it's like I get more of that you know what I'm saying, like you were saying, go to sleep, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like it's weird, you know what I mean, and I didn't used to get that as much before, but now it's like I honestly got to be careful, you know, I can't sit there like absolutely like I used to, you feel me, and just, you know, bake out, you know what I mean, because one, I got shit to do, but like, you know, two, it's like, it's just I don't know, it's weird. Since I've cut back, it does that to me now, and I used to not have that, you feel me, at all. I could just smoke. But yeah, I appreciate it now more, you know, when I do. So
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, fuck the state, man.
So
That's the one thing.
cigars, you want to like puff it.
If you like, puff it while you're lighting it, that'll light it a lot better.
You see me over here, stoner like that, fucking. I was doing it before like that.
You know what?
I just be forgetting. I didn't know if this was helpful.
Bro, don't even feel bad. I've had so many I've had a number of people come on the podcast with cigars and try light cigars like they're lighting blunts. I'm like, it's not the same, man. Like, you have to understand, like,
I didn't know if that was helpful.
no. So like, you see the cigar, like this entire thing is just tobacco wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. Like, it's not like weed where it's just like one wrap of tobacco and then just bud. Like you have to inhale and like light every single layer of the tobacco.
No cap, literally, big thank you. That's a big boy thoink. You feel me?
Last time for a minute. Fuck.
This is what gentlemen smoke. You feel me? Literally.
Maybe I can get Molly out of town and like spend like $150 on like some smoke ventilator or something and just like, all right, blow out the window.
I'm screaming.
Nah, she'd still be pissed. Nah, but that's you know, I know, I don't know. This is me. Whiskey last episode here. Fuck it, whatever.
Mm.
Molly she's not here right now. She went to go clean the apartment. That's how much of a fucking lovely woman she is.
Oh yeah.
She is such a turnaround from my ex-wife in terms of like how good of a person she is and like how much she genuinely cares about people, me, myself. Like that's such a positive energy to be around.
Definitely. Well, it seems like, I mean, I didn't know you before. Not to interrupt you. I didn't know you before this, but you seem like you're in good spirits a lot of the time. So yeah. I hope that she brings out the best version of you. It seems like it. You know what I mean? That's excellent.
We have the element that I never have my ex-wife, where a problem arises and we can actually like be like, hey, I'm not cool with that.
Right.
And she can be like, I'm not cool with that.
No,
like, all right.
fuck, man, that's key.
That's key,
dude. Yes, to be able to sit down and be like, yo, this isn't cool. You know what I mean? Or like, I feel this way. Like, you have to be able to have that ground, dude. And that's what doesn't make a lot of that shit go, man.
Yeah.
You know?
My uncle told me this after the divorce. My father hated this, but everyone should get divorced at least once.
Yeah, at least once. What for? Why? How come?
But my divorce was like super fucking clean, man. Like, you know, that bitch still has like my fucking $200 mixer and like all this fucking cooking shit that I had. Like that's probably like, okay, that. And so I had this dog named Lucky. Well, we bought her together with like a bonded dog, Lucky and Mandy, and she still has that dog's ashes. And I was never able to get that back. I was never able to get that back, the footprint back. It was never something that was written in like the divorce decree. That always bothered me. So, but you know, that's divorce. You lose shit. It's sacrifice. It's like it's that true experience where you are so into something and then you just suddenly detach from it. And like I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I went through a complete personality change. The person I am now is not the person I was. Oh, jeez.
Shit. More spill. 2 spills on the cam. This one's a little bit more serious, but I think we'll be able to make it a little bit. 1 minute. No, you're right, though, my man. We got paper towels on deck, everybody. We are prepared. We are prepared for this podcast.
Paper towels on deck?
Paper towels on deck.
We are...
All right. Look at that, man. Save the day.
Save the day.
Excellent.
I lost a shot worth of whiskey, but that's okay.
That's okay. We got more.
We got more. We got a little bit more.
We got a little bit more. We're gonna make it count. Make it count. Don't spill it anymore. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you're right, man. Like disconnect. I haven't been through that before, but
divorce. It sucks, but it's an experience that
you put it.
You learn a lot from it. So much about yourself from a divorce.
How you're putting it definitely seems like. Yeah, I could see that. You know what I'm saying? My parents divorced when I was 5, so I seen, both ends of it.
Yeah. Well, and that's where I was thankful is we didn't have any kids. We were actually a month away from starting to try to have kids before I left. Oddly. Like, if I had literally hung in there for a little bit longer and then tried to do what I did, I'd be fucked. I wouldn't even be here doing this podcast, man. I would be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, working some shitty job doing nothing, like literally just spending my time trying to see my kids for my crazy ex-whore wife.
Right. And see, that's no type of life. You feel me? That sucks. Unfortunately, nothing against anybody going through that.
There are a lot of people there. They're going through that.
Yeah, and it sucks. It sucks, man. But hey, it's about like obviously, like I've said, this whole podcast, your actions, man, what you do, but also the universe, man. And, not everybody's always dealt a good card, but that's excellent. That's worked out. You know what I mean? I hope that
it really has.
You and Molly seem good. So.
Yeah, we have such a transparent relationship. Yeah. And everything she's done for the podcast, like there've been plenty of times where I'm like, hey, like you don't have to do you don't have to fucking do this. Like it's nice to have you like on the controls and doing this stuff, but like if there's a point where she doesn't want to do it, that's totally fine.
Right.
I can work it out.
She's a team player.
But yeah, exactly. Like,
team player.
She's just so supportive of everything I do, and it's been a huge part. It's been a huge part of the podcast. It's been a huge part of my music growing, all that. Yep. So, Molly, I know you're not fucking listening to this because you don't listen to my episodes, and that's okay because I don't either. But shout out to you, man.
Shout out to Molly.
I don't know why I did. Fuck that. That's the asshole I am.
Literally.
I love you, but fuck you, bitch. No.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I'm
a true McCrean, bitch.
Literally. Hey, man, someday I hope to have a girl like that, man, where we're just that tight, like you said, dude, because it's like that. Not everybody has that, man. A lot of people go through the big mix, trying to see their kids, whatever situation they're in. And to be blessed in the relationship that you're in or whatever the situation is, however you're blessed, is a blessing. You feel me? You gotta take those things as they come, man.
Yeah.
And not everything is forever, you feel me? So it's like, whether somebody dies, you feel me, or you go, you know what I mean, or whatever happens, you gotta I'm learning that one a lot. Man, is knowing that people are here, bro, for everything happens, and people and everything like that is temporary. It's forever, but it's temporary because we're temporary. You feel me? So you gotta appreciate everything. That's what I'm getting at. Is you gotta appreciate everything while it's here. So, and I think that you and I, we do a good job of that.
We do a very good job of that,
and we work hard. So.
Yeah, all you can really do is take what you have in front of you in the moment.
Yep.
That's I feel like there was a point in my life where I felt like I was trying to control things that were outside my, what I was able to control, essentially.
Yep.
I think a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah.
And kind of going back to like the advent of like, the internet and all that, like it's, blocking people. It's like this whole thing of control. People are kind of trying to control their reality, and you're not going to be truly happy until you break out of that.
Yep. Yeah, it's closed-mindedness is what it is. Closed-mindedness, but yet being so open. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
There's so much closed-mindedness.
Ignorance.
Random question.
What's up?
What do you think about aliens?
Reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself. No. Bring out the tin hat, the tin foil hat.
Literally, bring that fucking saucer down here. I want to drive it. No,
I'm not super necessarily into it. I'm kind of curious.
I'm not.
It's a good way to gauge someone.
I think that right. God, dude, if you talk to one of my good buddies, man, if you talk to one of my really good buddies, he would fucking tell you that they're watching us right now, listening to us. You know what I'm saying? Like
They're in our walls,
yeah,
man.
yeah, literally,
They're
dude.
taking intel. They're
Like-
writing down everything we do.
He's the kind of dude that you'll be driving down the street. On a side note, you'll be driving down the street and you'll see the cops, dude, and he'll be like, "Yeah, they're probably not even cops." You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, you know what I mean? Like, he's fucking yeah. But anyway, so I'm glad he's not here for this. But fucking aliens and me, yeah, dude. I think that aliens are fucking real, dude. Like, I think that it's ignorant to think that we're the only species like that. I don't know if like they're here. You know what I mean? Or if they've been here.
That's
or
an important
necessarily, but
differentiation.
yeah, I just think that they're definitely a thing. I think that maybe they've been here. You feel me? Like, I don't think that that's like completely off the radar. You know what I mean? Because we are Earth. You know, if they are somebody who can, or species that can get around like that to our world and dip out and whatever, like then yeah, they can. But I don't fucking know. I'm just human me. You know. So yeah, probably. You know. They're probably,
Yeah.
you know, where if they, you know, and if they are real and they know nothing of us, they're probably wondering the same thing or denying us.
It's like what Matthew McConaughey says in the movie Contact.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no one else out there, it's a whole awful waste of space.
Yep.
No.
Yep. That's right.
I definitely question like even the stuff coming out right now. Have you heard about any of that? Like a lot of the new like documents coming out and like how there's apparently like a NASA level picture. We don't have our assistant here anymore to look it up, but like level picture where like it's reflecting a certain way where like it's almost like
I think
undoubtedly a UFO.
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
But see, I've tuned out to that too because I've kind of just been like, all right, it's like probably a possibility. Now it's like looking more like possibility. Like, okay, like whatever. Like, let me know when they're like fucking here and they're like, give us our money, give us your money.
Yeah, literally, like
they got their fucking laser guns. Like,
there is a threat on
they're
the
just
front.
like,
yeah.
they're just like people are just literally like disintegrating, like melting in front of us. Like, oh, like let me know when that happens. And I'll be
Literally.
like-
No, I've seen some of that, dude, and there's a site called UFO sightings, and .gov. No,
there's a legitimacy.
if I'm not mistaken, it's .gov, bro.
That's such like a 1990s thing to say, like .gov.
Dude, I'm screaming. No, this.
It was like Wikipedia and shit, like .com. Like, you remember when we were kids, in,
Hold
like
on.
school, and people were like, no, Wikipedia, like fuck Wikipedia. Now it's like a reputable source for everything.
I'm tripping. It's .com. It's .com. I thought it was gov. There's some no, because there is something that's government like that about that where they approve that this is real or that.
I
But
see.
this is where I've seen where they have a bunch of different shit like that. But no, I seen something like you were talking about where they undoubtedly proved one that was supposedly a UFO, and bro, it's like some of them are. It was like a series of them showing like the ones that were confirmed like that. You feel me? And it was a lot of them just looked like regular aircrafts. You feel me? That like they didn't like they were in an airspace. You feel me? And like they couldn't identify who it was, so therefore it's a UFO. You know what I'm saying? Unidentified flying object. Like what is it? You know, it doesn't mean it's an alien. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's
that's a good point,
unidentified,
too.
and this is an imagery of it moving. You know, if anybody has more information.
Could be North Korea.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Like, they normally have an idea, you feel me? But what is this one fighter jet, you know, or whatever the fuck this is, aircraft, you know, flying around? Like, I seen one on there that looked really weird. It was like this thing, like, floated down and, like, fucking went above the water kind of deal like that. And it, like, did this weird, like, twist maneuver thing. And it was questionable if it was, like, an aircraft like that or if it was a UFO deal. But, like, they lost track of it, like, in the whatever. But, yeah, it's... which they do in most of those. They lose track of the sighting or it ends, you know what I mean, the clip they have of it. But
Yeah, it always gets lost in the rubble.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so but that's where, you know, it's unidentified, you know what I'm saying? So but it doesn't necessarily mean it's alien. But yeah, aliens, I think aliens are definitely real. You know what I mean? Just if they are here, they're not fucking with us. necessarily. You feel me? Or like at least not you and me. Like they're with the higher power. You know what I mean? Like they would be examining us at this point if they're here. You know.
Have you ever read the Andromeda Strain?
I'm not fond of that.
So Michael Crichton, the same guy who wrote Jurassic Park. So she's not here anymore, but Jerry.
Okay, the squid.
The squid here. So in Kansas City, me and Molly got this, and she named him Jerry after this movie named that was called Sphere, where they're like in deep sea. They're like it's kind of like alien extraterrestrial shit, and there's this big squid named Jerry. Anyways, back Michael Crichton is this guy who did that. Jesus Christ, whiskey. Holy fuck. But the whole thing with, the Andromeda Strain is like it was alien, like it was like cell organisms like bacteria. That was like our first alien encounter.
Right.
That took place in that book. It's like we were supposed to get like a huge virus or just a huge, like kind of like Corona.
Yeah,
like
a
that,
discovery.
Like if we were to find something that was extraterrestrial, that would most likely be the first thing that we'd encounter.
Yep.
It's like a foreign bacteria.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think that's kind of an interesting premise to like.
That is
all this
interesting.
kind of stuff.
I know what you're saying now. That is interesting.
That was the whiskey making that way bigger of a thing that.
No, you're good. I'm over here. Turn, dude. Turn. Yeah. No, this is good. Fucking it makes sense, dude. Like, that being something similar, like, it's not like a fucking skinny ass dude with a big head, you feel me, like whatever, it's like it's like something unearthly like that, you know what I mean, or just like beyond, it's like a microorganism, literally, you know what I'm saying? So bacteria,
Yeah, something that would like. In that book, it kind of like took people by force. Like there was this really weird factor in the Andromeda Strain that like people would have like an increased sex drive. Like there's this woman that got it and she like had like 12 to 15 guys fuck her and she like still wasn't satisfied. Like literally like in the like where there's like a train. You know what I mean? Like oh my God, like crazy shit like that.
Whoa.
It is really crazy to think like if those like these like crazy outwardly things that were not known to what we're used to came into our atmosphere. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the premise to COVID, like what everyone thought it was. Like I almost feel like that's what everyone thought it was almost. Like it might as well have been like an alien force.
Yeah.
For how everyone has reacted, Like he's like the double mask shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
That
like,
shit is stupid. Dude.
So stupid.
That one's dumb.
You know what? Instead of wearing two masks, why don't you just make the first mask as fucking good as two masks? Doesn't that make sense? If you really like, doesn't it just seem like a way like, hey, we're profiting like Disney and Amazon and all these fucking companies. They're mass producing
Guess
masks.
What? Not 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
We're just gonna double that.
Yeah, more money, dude.
What we made, like, fuck it. We're just gonna go for the double of that.
Yeah, literally.
Hey, tell everyone. 2 masks.
2 masks.
1 isn't enough.
No.
1 is not fucking enough. You need 2 motherfuckers. 2 motherfucking masks. Or you're screwed.
You're fucked, dude.
You are fucked.
It's fucked. That's
you are ostracized from society if you do not wear 2 masks.
The coronavirus
minimum.
will eat you from the inside out.
Bare minimum.
Your organs will rot and you'll shit them out.
We encourage 3 to 4 masks, but bare minimum 2. 2 motherfuckers. 2 of them.
2 of them. Oh my goodness, man! This is the McAllister hours for you guys, man.
The fucking McAllister hours.
Literally.
Man.
This is a very special episode. We're going very hard.
Oh, do you want any more?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Yes. You know what I'm saying? We are bringing you guys random talk. We appreciate everybody here who's tuned into this. Definitely.
Thank you for listening to the Iowa Public News Network.
Oh, definitely.
This is Cole McAllister, the wildest cunt in the state.
Yep, we are bringing you guys raw material, raw feelings. Good opinions, not to be misguided by any, you know what I'm saying, nuisance-tree, if that's a word, you know what I'm saying. We are here doing us. So
This is gonna be a nightmare to edit.
sir. Probably. We'll need to do many edits. So
Speaking on that, I'm gonna take one more pee break.
all right, let's do
At
it.
least one more pee break.
Peace.
We're back. Got to catch up, man.
Yeah. I'm screaming. Caught. Wow. Man, Coleman got me, man.
Goddamn.
Okay. Tighten up. Let's go. How we doing? Good pee break?
Chill, man. It feels really weird right now because we're having the last. I know I've sucked the dick of this to the point where there's nothing left, but this is the last episode in this. Like, we're gonna have like the shit I have coming up for the studio and the branding and everything. It's I really am riding on the whole, like, you know, there aren't really a whole lot of people in the state doing this. Doing this podcast. I'll give you a sticker. I don't think I've ever given you a sticker of his. Audible Farms. He is doing like basically what I'm doing in the rock scene.
This guy. Literally, Audible Farms.
Guess Jerry right here. God, I love this thing.
Yep. I know who you're talking about. I seen you with him on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pierce Stockdale. Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, bro, the lane, like with the podcasting, I've told you before, bro. Like, it's very not a lot of people doing that, dude. You know what I mean? And you and definitely him, since I've learned who he is. You guys are one of the few. You know what I mean?
One of the few. Yeah.
Literally, like each of the few that are doing that here and that are actually like organized with it, consistent. You know what I'm saying? Consistent,
exactly,
bro. You
exactly.
know what I mean? Literally, like, that are always putting up content, always talking to the new people for the most part. You know what I mean? Thank you, by the way, again for having me. Appreciate it again, definitely.
Yeah,
Nice.
man.
It's good to get on. You know, I haven't had like too much podcast time like that before, so time online like that definitely is cool. So people to get to, you know, feel who I am too. You know what I'm saying? Just see.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I know there's people who don't know me, you know, and they like don't necessarily get to hang out with me or talk to me, you know, but they can go check this out. So it's awesome, you know, like I've told you before, to be an artist, you know what I mean, and have time to go on here and just, you know, hang out, you know, essentially like we are now, you know what I mean, just speak, you know, people get a feel of what you're like, you know.
Yep,
it's cool.
Exactly.
It's good that you guys offer that here, because we don't have anybody else doing that.
Yeah, and you know, that's been such like a good energy for me. It's like the guest we had on last time, BD80. Like, I didn't even feel, honestly, like, it was only a half hour. I felt really shitty because, like, it was like a back-to-back thing. The podcast we're releasing after this, his name is Jesse Trigger. He's worked with Obs, who's another rapper here. That's a really good episode, but I felt like I lost all my energy in that, and like I didn't even like have that much energy in that podcast. But he wasn't even tripping. He was just so appreciative of like coming on here, and like the fact that I'm able to do that for people. I mean, that in itself just keeps me going.
Oh yeah, bro.
That keeps me like investing my own time and money into this to like make it something special.
I'm telling you, it means a lot, bro. You know what I mean? Definitely, like, to people to have that opportunity like that, you know what I mean, and to be able to come and voice themselves, or just, you know what I mean, just like I said, hang out like we are, and people that wonder, you know, whoever you are, you don't have to be somebody even that's necessarily creating or doing anything like that, you know, like, just like, who wonder who you are, you know what I mean, you get to tune in and be like, oh, this is cool, see what they're talking about, you know what I mean? So
yeah, and you know, in saying this, I'm not even trying to shit on anyone that's doing what they're doing in Iowa, but like, I feel like there's a tendency for people around here to like do something and then quit.
Yep.
I don't want to be the podcast that quits. I want to be the podcast that's like 700-800 episodes in.
Yep.
And it's like, holy shit, this motherfucker through the whole like 7-8 years or whatever that he's been doing this. How like, you know, we're at year 1. I really, you know, I always said at episode 100 I'll decide what I want to do from here on out, and at this point it's looking good. Like, it's looking like I want to
keep going. And the possibilities beyond that are endless. I really want to be like that Iowa podcast who's holy shit, he has that many fucking episodes. And like, talk about Audible Farm. I think he has that potential too. He has that potential to be like the guy who has like one of those Iowa guys who is like, holy shit, they have like 7,000 however many episodes like of all these guys. Like in the podcasting world, that's what really pushes you. It's like your catalog.
Definitely.
How many different people you have.
Well, yeah, and building your catalog too, like we was talking about the progression thing, building your catalog and having it online documented like that. It doesn't matter necessarily who's watching all right now. It matters about how hard you're working, you know what I'm saying, and what you're doing, because there's always time for people to come back to it, you feel me?
Exactly.
There's
on that note, I had a episode with T-Bear and Ray West. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Yeah, T-Bear and Ray West.
Yeah.
It sounds familiar, T-Bear.
So I worked with T-Bear. I actually worked with him at a place, and I had him really early on. It was kind of a weird episode, but it worked out. But like I realized that had like a spike in views lately. Like it's really weird how like it's like you said, like back cataloging. Like people like go back and like watch these episodes, and like for these people who are doing stuff in Iowa, it's something. It's something that they can go back and be like, I got interviewed here. I got talked about like that. Like. Because any jackass can like fucking get FL Studio for however much and like make a beat and like put a song. But it's another thing to like put yourself out like an interview and be able to be like, answer questions and like talk about your shit.
Yeah.
Like that makes you a whole different person in your artistry.
Oh, yeah. You have to be able to handle the business side. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you can't get out there and do something that requires this and this done, you're not going to succeed.
In my joke,
ideally.
And my joke to that's why I podcast.
I mean, hey, everybody's meant to do like what their thing is, and that doesn't mean you can't do other shit too, or you know what I mean, or love other things. You know what I mean? But like, hey, like find your forte, find what you love to do first off, and go for it. You know what I'm saying? If you see that you're making progress, why stop? You know what I mean? Like. If you love it, you know what I'm saying, like keep going, and you and Audible Farm, man, like it's like one of the few. You guys have the catalog. You're still doing what you're doing. You're consistent. What else do you add to that formula other than improvement? You know what I'm saying, on like little things that you learn over time. You know what I'm saying, like anybody as they go about their craft. You feel me? What you're already doing the right things. What is there other than good to come out of this? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter who's watching right now. I'm very firm on that. That's why I still make music to this day. You feel me? And I don't give a fuck, dude, if I post a song and it gets 50 some plays. You feel me? I don't care, bro. It's still on there. It's still a good song. I made it. You feel me?
You can't care about that.
Yeah, fuck it. It's still online. I made it. I knew what I went for when I did it. You feel me? I love doing it. And it's my forte. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna continue to do it, and I do other things I love too on the side. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
It is. You have to stay on your grind too, because like you said too, with people quitting like that, you can very much get far into something, and then you get so far into it, and then you just quit. What did you ultimately get out of it besides what you put into it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't get what that big cake. You know what I mean? That you were going for.
Yeah.
You got in what you put in. You know what I mean? So. You always get in what you put in.
Exactly. I'm not trying to even brag here, but I don't have a day off with this podcast. Right. Saturday, the day I do podcast, is my only day off of work, and I dedicate to a podcast. Mm-hmm. Like, whatever, fuck me. But like, I really wish that there's some individuals here in the Des Moines game that like I really wish were like putting in that effort. Mm-hmm. Like, and people need to realize, like, competing against like the forces of like LA and New York, like if you want to make it to that level here in Iowa, Des Moines, you need to put like that extra day you have off where you're just like fucking chilling, drinking beer, jacking off, watching the sports game, whatever. You need to put that into what you're doing. Mm-hmm. If you're really, and if you're not serious about it, fine. If it's just a hobby, whatever. But
whatever it is, though.
But if you're gonna
do something,
exactly. But if you're gonna put your name, if you're gonna say like, "Oh, I'm the best in Des Moines," okay, fine.
then like show us that you're the best in Des Moines.
Exactly.
Like put in the work.
Yep.
There's so like, you know, and that is the thing that has truly opened my mind in this podcast. There's so many motherfuckers that have come through here and say that they're the best. They're the best in Des Moines. And nobody even knows who the fuck they are. They're so self-absorbed in their
There is
thinking
no
that
best
they're-
in Des Moines.
It doesn't. Yeah,
We have
exactly.
to have our self-proclaimed.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't fucking exist.
We have to have the king crowned. You feel me? So yeah, I feel you, man. A sense of humbleness is always a virtue. You
It's
feel me?
important here, especially in Iowa and Des Moines.
Yeah. So yeah, especially where we're at, man. That's why you know, some people take it, I think, as my sense of independence is like of oh, that dude's a dickhead, or like, oh, like he's like low key doesn't fuck with anybody, you know what I mean, or like, you know what I mean, like, oh, I'm cool and then I don't fuck with people. But it's like, bro, I'm very careful if I move it, for one, and two, I have a very big sense of humbleness about me. You feel me? Like I don't think anybody owes me anything. I don't owe anybody anything else. I'm me. I'm going to continue to do me. And if you have a problem with that, you catch a 40 to the face. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. No, it's
Of violence. That's what
no, I'm playing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you can't, everybody's them, man. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
what it boils down to, man.
Well, and
I'm fucking clowning.
this is kind of a tangent
No
just
cap.
on what you said. But you know what? Talking to anyone, you know, podcasting here in Des Moines, here at the McAllister Hours, we let those voices slide. I feel like that's kind of like a problem with Iowa. Is like there's like despite anything, there's like a huge like promo and censorship, and like, if anything, I just strive to be the place where people can just say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be a fucking asshole on my show, if you want to say some like fucking horrible, fucking awful shit that like the most of the world would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And people,
fuck, go for it, man. Fucking go for it.
People know me, dude. You know, they know I love to be out like that, so I love to bring it. It's a good place for it.
I had Jake Trumper, great guy. He was honestly a fantabulous time. Jake Trumper a couple episodes ago. He's really big on TikTok. If you look at his stats, Jake Trumper, he's actually like in the top like 50, 20 of like people in Iowa who've made it on TikTok. It's actually really insane. But like there was a point in the episode where I had him on where he was talking about like, you know, having to please people and like, you know, say certain things. I just told him straight up, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Like a lot of the top episodes that I have on my YouTube channel, you have to be 18 or older to watch. Like there's an age restriction. Like you can't watch this. Like is YouTube's way basically being like
Right.
tone down,
Literally.
chill out. And like I want to be the person who's like,
Literally,
you
keep
know?
going, dude. Yes. No, will they do that then for like me swearing and shit like that? Probably.
what?
Like they'll make it like 18 plus.
Well, you know, that's kind of the weird thing. Is like there's some episodes where we said some crazy shit and nothing happens, and then there are some episodes where we haven't really said anything. It's just this weird. It's this weird thing with the YouTube algorithm where nobody really understands what's going on.
It just does it. Yeah. That's weird, man. Huh.
The whole YouTube thing.
Yeah. That's nuts. Dude, I remember like way back when I first heard of what YouTube was, bro, and I was just like,
Way back, you remember when YouTube was actually for the people?
yes.
You know what I mean? Like people could actually just upload whatever the fuck they wanted.
I didn't know like well, definitely, yeah, I remember them days for sure. I never like knew for the longest time how you uploaded a video though like that. I was young. Hey, you feel me? I was young as hell, and then I got a little like a webcam. You feel me? And I had that shit up, and I was like, I would record like tech deck videos. You feel me? And like put that shit up on my like I made a YouTube channel like that. And I never knew how to do it other than that, like record a video and edit it and put it up. Still to this day, I really don't, honestly. You have to get the account and shit, so props to you. Whenever I want to upload to YouTube, I have a YouTube channel, Lilbabyfaceswalla, by the way. Just like my name.
Check it out.
Check it out, definitely. It's got a lot of uploads. Whenever I put something on SoundCloud, it goes on there, too, so you can go on there. But, yeah, like, what was I going to say?
I don't know, man. That's
I lost it. This fucking Jack, dude. Fuck, man.
I blame Jack Daniels.
Yeah, no.
We're
definitely.
more than 2/3 of the bottle down.
I totally
Holy
lost
shit.
what I was saying there, dude. That's crazy. That's nuts. I was gonna say something about how like that. Yeah, like I don't know. That's crazy. Alcohol, dude. Holy shit. Hey, this is a special episode though. You guys get to catch us both intoxicated. We're chilling. We're having a good time. It's pretty good. I think
Dude,
I think we've covered a lot of good shit in this,
The
man.
people who are still listening at this point are the true fucking OGs.
Oh yeah, dude.
For real. I like if you are right now listening to this point of the podcast, I have respect for you. I have true respect for you.
A lot of respect. Like, thank you. Like it, man, you're really interested in us, and that means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's sick. No.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? This is a good tangent to get into. You and I both clean for a living.
Oh yeah.
So for people like us, this kind of shit, like I feel like when I like am cleaning and listening to like some randos podcast and they're like in the middle, you know, they're at where we're at in like 3 hours in the podcast. And they're like, oh, who's listening at this point? And like, I'm just like, me, motherfucker. Like,
literally, yes, I know exactly. What you're
so
talking about.
for you who's listening right now, whatever the fuck you're doing, you are the true OG.
True.
Whatever people, what
We've been in your shoes before.
exactly,
We
we've been in your
appreciate you.
shoes. Whatever fucking, whatever your family, your friends, your fucking evil coworkers, whatever the fuck, whoever is telling you that you were the fucking, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Fuck them. You are independent. You have your own thoughts and everything. You go do what you want.
Take your huge horse cock.
We're doing.
Horse cock and shove it in their ass. Fuck them. Fuck them. They can suck a dick.
We live in a free state.
Free state.
That's where we're at.
Free market, bitch.
The enterprise. You feel me? God. See right now, if we were in like, I don't even know where else. I'm just gonna put them out there. Iran, they're getting it. If we were in Iran and we were doing this, they'd fucking SWAT team in here. Fucking,
Yeah, right.
We'd be killed. You know what I'm saying?
You think that to our country?
Straight
We
up.
fucking kill you, motherfucker.
Literally, like, barge in here, they would straight up fucking fan us all out, bro, and because we'd have no chance of doing this. It'd be bad. People would hear it, and they'd be like, this fucking blasphemy, what they're doing in there, dude, like, fucking, it's crazy, but, yeah, it's,
Mikasa hour is coming to Parlor.
yeah, we're doing things. We're doing things, ladies and gentlemen.
So there's this, it's basically this like radical conservative alternative to YouTube. It's called Rumble.
Okay.
I attempted to do it so I do these things called fake ads. I told you about that. There's one part that's probably gonna be sprinkled here about Xanax, whatever. I tried to do one about Rumble. It didn't really work, but they're basically this like really neoconservative site.
Okay.
Just post like, you know, you have these like crazy people putting, basically you see them and you realize that they're the people that YouTube banned.
Okay. Yeah, I get you.
The people at YouTube is like, all right, we're not gonna.
These
let you talk.
guys, no.
Yeah, they form their. It's like basically an alternative YouTube. It's called Rumble.
Wow.
It's
It's a service website?
Yes, just type in Rumble and you'll find it. It's like an alternative YouTube. So what they have like on the front page, usually what it is like these like cute dog videos. And then you just scroll down. It's like these crazy political shit. It's like, you know, talking about Donald Trump and like all this crazy, you know, just
Whoa.
I consider myself like a libertarian conservative, but like it's like way beyond the fabric of what I'm into.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, hey, what you're saying makes sense because I'm already knowing that certain shit is censored to some degree. They want what, you know what I mean, is on
Well,
there.
and
So
that's
they have to go to that.
that's the
like
problem. Exactly. That's the problem with all the censorship. It creates like an echo chamber.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. You over here kind of deal.
Like if on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, if you ban all these voices, they're just going to create their own thing that's going to be, you know, and then like unscientific circulated things are going to come about.
Yep.
And, you know, modern regular day people are going to get on this.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Jack Daniels, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. We've almost killed this whole bottle, ladies and gentlemen. Like this is super cool to be a part of. A videoed podcast like this. We've talked about awesome things. We've talked about a lot of political stuff, music, local shit. It's pretty. I like it, man. I think
you know, for me, because usually I have a notepad, but with you, you know, because we've had plenty of conversations like off camera where we're just chilling.
Definitely.
I, you know, empty glass.
Go ahead, match me.
Yeah, it'll be.
All right, there we go. Let's go. Boom.
3 hour mark, people.
Whoa.
I think the longest episode I've had here is like a little over 3 hours.
No, you and me, man. We can always seem to like when we get
vibe.
into it. When we get into it, we definitely vibe. You feel me? It sucks we don't. You know, I'm super busy and everything. You know what I mean? We don't have more time, but
You know what, man? Though we're both. I appreciate people who are busy.
exactly.
Like,
Because then when we get together, it makes it special.
Well, yeah, that is especially, but like,
Definitely.
you know, like you're doing something.
Exactly.
I have motherfuckers. I go
I agree
hang
with
out.
that.
Like I saw a friend a couple weeks ago. Someone I've had on podcast, but I asked him like, "How's your job going?" He's like, I don't have a job. I don't really want one. I don't really feel like having one." I'm like, motherfucker.
What?
Let me tell you, like so my cleaning job right now, I'm contracted.
Okay.
So that means I have to pay taxes at the end of the year.
Okay.
So, you know, I've been bitching and moaning for years about like paying taxes. Now I am actually a motherfucker who pays taxes, like literally, like straight up. Like I have to save a certain amount of money out of every paycheck and put into an account. And like that goes to the government. And like you don't have a job. You're cooking fucking like chicken pot pies or whatever and just chilling, just not doing fucking anything, nothing. And these are the same people who want to burn down the government. Who do you think is paying for you to do what the fuck you're doing?
Yes, exactly.
Like, do you want to end up in the street? Because that's like, if you really want what's about to like, because
I'll quit my job and you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
exactly.
Like,
dude, if
like not immediately, but ultimately, you're fucked. Yeah.
If minimum wage goes to up to $15 an hour, I'm fucked.
Yep.
I'm probably in a better place now than I would have been a year ago, but there's still a possibility that I could lose my job.
Oh yeah,
over $15.
It would make a lot of people's jobs pointless to work. You feel me? Like or like, you know, very it would be a very big hit to you, like, you know, pride wise, you know, in a sense. It's like, bro, fuck, dude, I worked fucking all these years to get to where I'm at now, and you're telling me I make this much more than the, you know, whatever you make, you feel me? But this many more dollars than minimum wage, you know? Like, if you translated back to what it was before, now you're telling me I make essentially $15, you know what I mean? So, you know, $14, and I'm doing all this work, you know what I mean? So it's like,
that is
I don't know what the solution is to that, dude.
That is the aspect of like the whole minimum wage thing that people aren't willing to you know, talk about, is like, you know, if your job is, you know, put the same amount of anyone's, like what is your worth?
Yep.
Like, do you have is there any point of you going to your job?
Yep.
Exactly.
You know? Exactly.
What's the moralistic point? That, you know, there's something to like the free market where like you're working towards something, you're working towards your career, you're working towards success.
that gives you a certain motivation to go about.
Right,
your
you
day.
don't go to work to fucking make somebody else happy.
The people in China and Asia who are,
You don't.
in a communistic society who are doing their thing, they're not doing it because they themselves are like looking forward to like,
something better.
It's something better. Yeah,
They're
exactly.
doing it to survive.
They're doing it to survive. Exactly.
And that's what we are in America are not founded on. You feel me? Like we don't, I'm not Chinese, so I can't say that. You know what I mean? But like, and I don't know too much about them. But I know from America, that's not what the fuck we're founded on. We don't, you know what I mean? This is the land of opportunity. You feel me? You come here, you want to be great, you can be great. You feel me? You can go all the way to the top. You know what I mean? Like, as far as you can go, you know what I'm saying? That as far as you will take yourself. You want to be a piece of shit, you'll go far in the ground. You feel me? So it's like, you very much pick your opportunity. You know what I mean? So I don't know where, like, that's lost, essentially.
There's something in this.
Like, where people just drop that ball and that. You feel me? Like,
There's a disconnect in, like, the American culture. Like we were talking before, like, I consider myself an atheist, but, like, even in that, there's something in, like, the almost, like, pagan American culture that I appreciate. Is, like, perseverance. Like, pushing forward what you want and, like, sacrifice. I think that's something that's lost in our generation.
Yep.
It's like people don't have a sense of sacrifice anymore.
No, people want what they want right now, and they don't want to have to give up or feel or have any sense of feeling uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? They want
Exactly.
They want it right now. They don't want to go outside of the box or out of their comfort zone, and they want it. They want it brought to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not. I don't know where that has been installed in our generation almost, you know what I'm saying? Or like, younger people like that where they just think things come to them. But that's not how I was raised, man. My parents from day one, like, you feel me? They was always go like, you're gonna earn this. You feel me? That was always is what it's been for me, bro. Like,
That's an important
I was
aspect.
I was never just handed shit, bro. Like I was never like, bro, my first car, I bought my first car, bro. You feel me? I bought my first car, bro. I legitimately saved up enough money to buy the first car. And you know why? Because my parents told me that I'm going to feel good when I get it. And then I got it, and I felt good about it. You feel me?
So this is
Made me treat it better. You feel me?
exactly, and this is the distance between like me and someone who because I grew up in like an upper class environment. Like my father's a judge, my mother owns part of a law firm. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I came from a very successful family, and there's something that's always been missing from me in that. It's like that, like I've had to rediscover it in my like adult years. It's like that desire to succeed and the desire to like really, like I've really had to detach myself from that, like getting money, just getting money for shit, whatever,
Right.
I like this whole thing with me moving to the duplex and everything, like it's really been like a detachment from that.
Yep.
Like a conscious thing, like so
If it puts, it's the fire that you need within
Exactly.
you, you know what I'm saying?
like
And-
part of me really envies like people who have that like fire burning under them, who are
Right.
like I need to get that.
right.
Like,
Definitely.
That's something that for me has been missing in a sense.
That's and that's usually how I am, definitely. Like I'm big on go for it, dude. You know what I mean? We have only so much time, but yeah, when that's missing, definitely it's it's hard to get it back. You know what I mean? Or get that started. You know what I'm saying? That will to go, you know what I mean? But yeah, it makes a difference, like I was saying too, you know what I mean, like handout, you know what I mean, people who get this or that, like my parents told me from, just getting back on that, no, my parents told me, you know what I mean, from day one, like it's going to make you, earning shit is going to make you just act different, you feel me? It's going to make you into a good person. Now, knowing it now, you feel me? Like they didn't let me, go without, you know what I'm saying, by any means, like, but, implementing that shit, you know what I'm saying, like, definitely taught me now to appreciate shit, and that's why I'm successful now. People are like, oh, like how do you how do you have your own spot? You know, how do you have this and that? You know, how do you live like you do? Like, bro, I fucking have a good job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I don't fucking do anything. I'm not on no bogus ass shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't sit around. I don't fucking, you know what I mean, do anything that I'm not supposed to be doing out here that's wasting my time, bro. I don't fuck around, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's
That's
it's
what it
really
boils
old
down
school,
to.
but it's like it's
I have my fun, you feel me? But I don't fuck around, you know what I'm saying? So,
it's like pulling yourself up from the bootstraps and like really, you know, doing your thing, doing what you need.
it's hard, you know, too. Like, and nothing against anybody else who has a different life, you know what I'm saying? But it's different, you know, when you have somebody there too and is like, let me help you. You know what I'm saying? You know, even when you don't ask for it. You know, you don't even have to be somebody that's like, gimme. You know, like, I have homies, you know what I mean, who have, you know, like I have a homie literally who has a grandma that has money like that. You know, he's wealthy family like that. She's always trying to help him. You know what I'm saying? And he's noticing, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to
There's
do it myself.
dependency in that.
Yeah, he's like, I want to do it myself, bro. I kind of feel like less of a man. You feel me? Like, I've been telling her, no, I want to do it. You know, and he's got a job, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep doing your thing, bro. As I always tell him, you know what I mean? Like, he's younger, you know what I mean, than us, too. He's, like, finally getting out of the crib, you know, like 18, 19. Like, I forgot how old he is now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, bro. You know, like, yeah, you need your own shit. You feel me?
Exactly.
You don't need to depend on nobody else. There's nothing wrong with people being there for you. But, yeah, like, you got to get that flame. But it's hard to get, you know what I mean?
It's hard to get.
And how people achieve it is all different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this is gonna sound really shitty me saying, but like I really have been pushing towards like that, like that lower status kind of lifestyle. I feel really shitty really even saying that, but like I really there's something about like living like paycheck to paycheck, like wanting to make for yourself what you make for yourself. And not letting some preconceived whatever you have determine that. Like, you want to do it for yourself.
Yep.
That's something that this past year I've really like come to terms with and been like, no, like I'm gonna do this, like this whole everything with the podcast and my music. Like I'm working and I'm paying for it with my paycheck. Like like it's not coming from whatever family bond I have or whatever. Like it's literally all me. And even though that might be a harder thing to do than like just being like, hey, can I get this whatever amount? It makes me feel better at the end of the day.
Definitely. And like I said, you know, and that's super cool, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different for everybody, you know what I mean? Like you know, for me personally, I feel like it was you know, like I said, I never went without or anything like that, but some serious shit happened to me, you know, like unfortunate shit happened to me that made it like, damn, like I want to make the situation, my situation wasn't good, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make it better, you know what I mean? That's what really gave me my fuel to like really be good, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to, you know, especially like my dad dying, you know what I'm saying? That made me like, damn, bro, like I can't fail. You feel me? Like I can't, and I still to this day, like, you know, I know I'm going to fail along the way and have to try again and shit, but like, I'm not ultimately going to fail, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to keep going, you know what I mean? And people, you know, friends around me and stuff are like, you know, like I have people tell me this, you know, like, bro, I just admire that in you, bro, that you don't give up. You feel me? And it's like, bro, I encourage, thank you, but that's all I have to say to that, you know what I mean? Because I encourage you to never give up too, bro, because I'm just me, dog. You feel me? Like, it's me making that choice. You can too, you know what I'm saying? So it's on a more serious tip, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it just, you got to make the move, man. You know?
Yeah.
And it's
that's the only one we can do.
it's different, you know what I mean, for everybody. I really stress that. It's different for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Some people never get it, dude. A lot of people, I feel like more than others get it, you feel me? Because in this life, you know, you really will have nothing, you feel me? Or some people settle, you know what I mean? But like a lot of people want to get up and they have dreams for real, you feel me?
Everyone's
But I don't want to crush that either, you know, because some people have, you know, some people's dreams are different than others, you know. Some people would like to paint rocks and live by a river, you feel me? Like, and if you want to paint rocks and live by a river, man, like, okay, you know, go do that. You can definitely do that here. Some people want to have a fucking nice house and a family, like, go do it, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people want to do this or that. Go do that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, exactly.
but you got to do it. You got to find it in you to go do it, because ain't nobody really gonna, you know, some people just get it made for them. You know what I'm saying? But like ultimately, that's not how the universe works. You feel me? There ain't nobody that's I fuck with dude one time. This is gonna happen for me, you know, or I do this and then it's just now I'm on. Like nah, bro. It takes time. It's a process. It's a progress in work, bro. And I'm telling you, me and this man right here sitting down, if you're listening to us, are both progress in work, man. We aren't famous.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We aren't anybody technically like that, you feel me? So
We're trying though.
we're trying to be, you feel me, like that, and that's what ultimately it is, you know what I mean? We're doing us. So and we're not gonna give up.
Yeah, definitely not. Well, hey man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty fucking lit right now.
I'm pretty lit too. Let's finish off some of this and chillax and hey.
I know if I can do that.
Hey, I just wanna say too, if I can just say something here, just thanks to everybody for tuning in and shit.
Yeah,
if you checked out episode 23, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was definitely more sober during that one, but I mean, we had a good time in both of them, and this one is definitely really special. So
for real,
it's been fun. We've
For real.
covered a lot of shit. So
we really have. I feel like we went into like that deep dive, a little bit drunken, but like, you know,
but hey,
a way to end it for sure.
Oh,
A
definitely.
way to end this last studio. And I don't mean to be like, you know, super, you know, what's the term? Dramatic or whatever. But let's take down
the
shit.
Oh no.
We're
All
done,
right,
motherfuckers.
We're done.
We're
That's
done.
the last episode. We're taking everything down. It's all going.
It's all gone.
Lights and everything.
We're all.
We're naked.
Let's take down the.
Boom. All right.
Let's do this too. Let's fucking do it.
Everything's going.
Just put that word.
Everything's gone. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you, motherfuckers.
It's been a big, big pleasure for being here for this last episode, my man. Definitely. And everybody else that's coming on here, too. Iowa locals and everything alike, man. Just remember that we're in this shit together. And we all have dreams, man. We need to make this shit happen.
Yeah.
This is a hub right here for positivity and growth.
We're all grinding.
We are grinding.
Yeah.
All of us.
And,
That's what's important to remember, too.
and
You know what I mean?
anyone, even people I talk shit about,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you're grinding.
Grinding. All of us. You know
that's,
what I mean?
That's better than a lot of people. So,
Yep. And we all want to see everybody do good. I mean, I think you and me could say that at least, you know what I mean? I can't speak for everybody, but you and me want to see everybody do good. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The best. So,
exactly. Well,
now that we have a naked room around us.
yeah, right. Say goodbye to this little corner of an apartment. We're going to be in a new fucking setup. It's going to be
Definitely.
lit. I think people are going to be impressed.
Definitely.
That's the hope.
I'm fucking excited for it, dude. Definitely. I can't wait to be on again.
Fuck yeah. We'll make sure to get you in. You know, I'm booked until like July or so.
Hey, whenever you
I'll get
can,
you
man,
in. I'll get you
some
in.
more content out. You know I'm watching, man, and I'm pushing it. So,
I'll get you in.
absolutely. Cheers, my man. The McAllister Hours, everybody.
The McAllister fucking hours.
The McAllister Hours.
Uncensored. You fucking
Uncensored.
cunts.
It's raw.
Raw is Eddie Murphy. Raw is Old Dirty Bastard. Whoever the fuck you want, motherfuckers.
What do I look like, Mr. Frank? Fuck for free? You feel me?
We'll be back. The next episode's gonna be aired. So we had Jesse Trigger.
Okay.
He's gonna be on. We filmed him earlier, but he's technically gonna be on after this. But chronologically, in terms of like time and how things are moving in the world, this is the last episode here in this place. So it's okay, man. Hey. Cheers, motherfuckers. Have a good night, you cunts.
Signing off.
Peace. Thank you, everybody, for listening to today's episode. What we do here is not possible without you guys, so keep rocking. Next episode, we're going to have Jesse Trigger on. I filmed this previously, but we're kind of releasing it after because he's actually moving to Colorado. He's worked with our good friend Obs and several other people in the community, but he's moving elsewhere. So I wanted to kind of get him in on the show before that happens. So we're going to have that episode next week. And then we're going to be taking roughly 3 week break here on the pod. And we're going to have a lot of brand new stuff coming to the show. So, like I said, again, thank you everybody who has been, participating, listening, all that. You guys do more than you know. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Stay cool. Peace.